Mute that. And with that, guys, let me go ahead and get us started here. Welcome, everybody, to the Chaotic Streaming. I'm your DM, Starwind, and these here are the adventures traveling through the Timor Kingdom. First off, we have Paladin of Illumina, Leo the Half-Orc.
Hey, how's it going?
Then we have a Lore College Bard, Apollo Vega.
Hey guys.
And then our Assassin Rogue, Zareth Dravzen.
Hey guys, what's up?
And then we have a Cleric of Kazia, Life Domain, Borden Ironcav.
Hello.
And then we have a Draconic Sorcerer, Oskarin Rungi, or is it Rungi?
Rungi. Hey.
Alright. So, last time, let me go over a little essay here. After spending some time in the Felran outpost, the group finds that if they want to get paid for the services rendered and document it from the new Dwarven commander, they would have to head back to the Timor Kingdom. With the location in mind, the party starts gathering supplies, visits shops, and prepares for the trip back. Group found a wounded fox in a nearby ditch and healed it. Leo's lay on hands, and suddenly the fox is healed and healthy. They now have a pet of sorts that seems to be following them around, happy and all that good stuff. Group finds a spot to rest up. Loud, distant thud is heard, something very disturbing, and from what it looked like, Oscar and Apollo took some time to explore, and from what they could tell, there was like a black shadow of sorts coming from the south some distance away. As soon as daylight hits, the group decided to investigate the situation. Studying the map, find a safer route, they turned down south on a road that led to this dark temple. As they approached the temple, the doors in the front were halfway open, and a mist of billowing black mist just kind of floats off into the air. There they continued into the foray of the temple and find the common room behind two more doors. Everything seemed new and non-aged as soon as they walked in, and they found this plate or rune of sorts hovering up in the air that was slowly disintegrating around the edges where runes were being burned off and making that black smoke that was leaving the air. Before long, they met a strange man dressed in black cloaks, long raven black hair, and called out to no one as he called out for Azalea. He remained kind of out of it in a rage-like state and induced as he kind of been, clenching to himself like he was trying to deal with a headache of sorts. The group helps the man get his bearing, and he finds out after a conversation that he's been sealed away for about 10 years. He expressed some worries about failing someone, and then the group asks his name. He informs them that his name's Daniil, and slowly trod his memory to try and figure, piece to why he was here. He finally remembers Lyndall and her pilgrimage, and Leo informs him that she's fine and alive at least 6 months from when the last time they met. Kind of putting him at ease, kind of going over some things and information. He kind of keeps trading information with you guys to see what else you know that he does, and some of it doesn't come back, like Azalea for one. Nobody knows who that is. And what else we got? You guys decide to head back north after he asks you to take him to civilization. They leave behind Nefarious' Temple of Darkness. Daniil expresses that he snubs his nose at Nefarious and doesn't serve a god, but would side with Illumina. Party makes their way back to the main road, forced to camp out once more before they reach Timor. The group finds a night of interruptions as orcs and direwolves stalk their way into their camp. See here. As one Zareth nearly allowed the group to get sneaked up on, but managed to wake up before anybody noticed that he fell asleep on his watch. Okay, that's what happened. Gee, how did that happen, guys? Battle ensues. The orc remains.
Howling wolves.
Yeah, one orc remained, and he tries to parley. Leo has none of that and cuts him down. Borden casts Bear of the Dying to keep him alive, and they take him prisoner. They start to question the orc. The Neo, taking interest, kind of stalks around the orc. The group finds out that the orc wasn't going to be very willing with its information. Frustrated that the orc wasn't forthright with the information, Apollo tries to deceive the orc as he tried to do a little disappearing trick to Zareth. The orc wasn't impressed, and Apollo uses vicious mockery to finish him off. Oh, that was you who finished him. Anyway, the camp continues to progress through the night as Apollo takes the next watch. Hearing the sounds of croaking toads, he manages to evade them by putting out the fire and just kind of cloaking everybody. The party is spared another encounter, and then it is Borden. Danilo joins him on his watch, and the two start to have a conversation. And that's kind of where we left off last time. So yeah, I believe the conversation started like, so you serve Kazuya. Like Danilo was asking you about Kazuya and your opinion of her. So, from there, we have Borden and Danilo just kind of sitting out at a fire. And from this point on, he's like, so, tell me more about Kazuya. What is she like?
She's a pleasant deity to serve. No outrageous demands. Unfortunately, sometimes things don't always go well.
It's the way with most gods, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see here. Let me go ahead and have you make another perception check. Alright, so there's this sudden urgency in his eyes as he kind of looks out to the air. You don't hear anything, but he kind of senses something going on. Do you sense that? He asks you as he stands up.
I don't hear anything.
He starts walking a little ways from the camp. He's walking about, see, the road's going east and west, so he's going a little bit ways west from the direction you guys have been riding from. He gets about 30-40 yards away from where you guys are camping, and he's just kind of looking around.
I'm assuming I don't see anything either then.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to kind of follow him to see what he's seeing or whatnot.
Yeah, I'll go with him to check it out.
Alright, so as you guys kind of travel along, make one more perception check. I want you to be a part of this story. I really, really do, but your roles aren't helping me. But with the help of
Blame the
Danilo,
tabletop.
I'm telling you, like, I wanted you to be the one to notice it. However, Danilo taps your shoulder, points up at the tree, and says, "What the hell?" And there before you, you see this light, luminescent coloring of a white tiefling just kind of staring down, looking at you casually. Yeah, you ran into her a couple of times already, and she's just kind of leaning up against a tree and looking down at you guys. "Oh, so they let you out." And he just kind of looks up at her. "Do I know you?" Probably not.
I see.
No, go ahead.
I'll let you go with that.
No, you go ahead. I need ammo. Go for it.
You need ammunition, alright. I see you've not quite been yet acquainted with Minerva. She has taken a liking, or at least an interest, in our little group, and she seems to be familiar with you somehow.
Minerva. Such a strange name for someone to have. "Oh, do you like it?" she says as she kind of stares down at you guys. "I do enjoy how much I've been infused with this last couple of days thanks to everything that's been happening, and now you're back. Oh, this is going to be so much fun." And she just kind of appears before you, like, you don't even hear any sound as soon as she drops to the ground. She's just there on the ground, right there in front of the two of you. Danilo takes a quick step back. His right hand reaching for his
Assuming
sword.
there's no hostile action, yeah. No. I'll stand my ground for now. No necessary action yet.
"Tell me, Danilo, are you going to create more chaos for me? I really would appreciate that." And Danilo kind of looks at her bewildered. It's like, "You're not who I think you are you?" With that, you can hear ruffling of branches and tree line is starting to get interrupted. And he says, Look sharp. You might want to get your friends. There's something coming.
I will then walk backwards towards the camp and raise the alarm, as it were.
For the sake of reference and brevity, this is like early morning, and most of you would have already gotten a full rest since Borden's on the last end of the shift. So if you had spells or HP that need to be restored, you'll be at full. I do have a page prepared here, so once I find it, I'll move everybody to the proper map. Here we are, chat. Let's not spoil anything for our allies here. Let me grab them. Bring them over here. Alright, you're all down here at the bottom. Let's see here. We would have moved up to here. Boo-doo-doo. Oh boy, this thing's gonna be a little agitating.
See, our werewolf and his two dear friends have yet to leave us.
Yeah, they're still here visiting, guys. So yeah, I'm preparing this little scenario. Sorry for the hiccup. So, basically, at this point, Borden left Denio where he was, and now he is trying to wake everybody up. So go ahead and try to get everybody up as I get this figured out.
I'm going to start with Oscar. I don't know how everyone's situated in the camp, but start with Oscar, Leo, Scaletti, Zareth, because Zareth's going to need to take it slow at the start. I don't want him fully awake quite yet.
Alright, so I'm almost done. Okay, that's it. There we go. We're getting there, chat. Sorry for the delay. Shh. 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 Alright, so everybody's kind of waking up. You guys are a little bit more closer together than this. And we'll get rid of this guy. He doesn't belong. Yeah, so you hear some noise coming from the north. Or from, yeah, in this perspective, from the north. Everybody waking up, or what's going on? Talk to me, guys. Tell me what's up.
Borden, what's going on? Why'd you wake us up?
Minerva's here. Okay, my pleasure talk button is changed.
Oh, welcome back. Yep, so
Now when I hit the button, it jumped me across the page.
Yeah, might need a different one.
Apollo's
Wow,
Apollo's still getting used to the
There you go.
thought of Minerva. He's just like, I gotta deal with this crap again.
Yeah, so yeah, you're just hearing like a little conversation trading back and forth a little ways from you guys. And Danilo called him to go wake you guys up. And at this point here, you see that Danilo, like, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys position yourselves as you're getting to about this point. So give me like location of where you are, like at this point. As soon as you get here, we'll figure out what's going on next. You have control of your token there, Apollo, or is that where you want to be? Okay.
Yep, I got it.
Need to edit that. Alright, so yeah, you get to this point and you see Danilo out with his long sword, and it's got this glowing black hue going around the top part of the edge as it radiates back and forth down there. He says, "You better move on, Minerva. I'm not going to tolerate your interference." And with that, you see him slash right through Minerva, and her image just disappears in a puff of smoke, like she was never really there. And about that point, you see two shadow demons appear from the woods. And I will ask everybody to go ahead and roll initiative as soon as I make sure the initiative tracker's ready. Was that your initiative, Oscarin, or do I need to delete that?
I haven't rolled yet.
let me take yours off. Okay.
Of course, the bard goes last.
Of course, why not? Alright, everybody roll.
Looks like it.
Oh shoot, I almost cleared it. That would have been bad. So yeah, Minerva's visage leaves. Daniil sees the two demons coming towards, but he's going to ignore them. And he turns to you guys. I'm leaving these demons to you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he goes through the tree line chasing something in that direction. Zareth, it is your turn. You see these two shadowy figures coming out of the forest.
Am I hidden because I'm standing behind the rock?
You can use a stealth check to find out if you are. Did you already roll it?
Nope.
Go ahead and roll stealth. As far as you know, you're hidden.
Then I would like to assassinate this guy.
Make your attack roll.
With my short bow.
Oh my lord.
Gets advantage on it though.
Yes, and I modified my crit gen so that it automatically.
Oh, give me some numbers there.
calculated.
You hit. What's the damage?
That is 22 to hit because I have advantage.
Give me the damage up. Let's see. 10, 19,
26.
Yeah. So I need to take off 26 on that guy. This see, that was a arrow you just shot, right? Okay, so you jump up from behind the rocks, fire that arrow off. It goes shooting straight through the air and then lands into the left shoulder of this demon, and it hobbles and and its wings are flapping rapidly. But it took a heavy hit. However, it seems pretty hardy. Anything else for your turn?
Yes, I would like to scooch into the woods to my right.
Go ahead. You do have your movement, so go ahead and move.
And then I would like to use my bonus action to hide.
Alright. Nope, you already used it. That was the start of your turn. Leo, it is your turn. Go ahead and tell me what you would like to do.
Alright, I'll run after this guy
Alright.
and tell my crew to attack the other guy. I'll hold this guy down. And then I'll go ahead and hit him.
I just realized something. Yeah, that's a miss. Let's see. What level are we now?
We
4.
should be level 4.
Yeah, so that's a miss. Don't get your multi-attack until next level, do you? Alright, so you waltz up there and try to swing out at this demon as you get close to it, and the shadow demon kind of hisses and backs away from your swing as you kind of swing wide on him. Anything else on your turn, Leo?
I'll cast Vow of Enmity on this guy.
Can you... Alright, and is that a bonus action? Yep.
Yep. And then that's my turn.
Oh, you should have used that first, huh? Alright, Oscar,
Yeah.
you're up.
Okay, I will take his word and start attacking the other.
Alright, what are we doing?
I'll move up to here and I will cast a firebolt on the demon on the right.
Alright, fireball. Let's have some attack rolls. An 18 will definitely hit. Give me some damage. Just a firebolt or a fireball?
It's a firebolt. I don't have fireball yet. That's it.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, you send off this little firebolt, and it jolts against the demon. However, it doesn't look like it did as much damage as you hoped.
Is he looking, weak at all?
He looked like he got a little bit lit up, but he's fairly healthy.
Okay, then I'm just going to sort of roll fire, and I will use a sorcery point, or I will use 2 sorcery points to use a quicken spell.
All right, what's our what do you
And
cast?
I will cast Scorching Ray, all
Sounds
3 on him.
all 3. All right, let's have it. Make your attacks. Ooh, natural 20, nice. I believe 2 of them will hit. The 12 misses. 17 plus 7 is 24. So yeah, you use up your sorcery points, make a quicken spell, and your hand motions quickly as you fire off a scorching ray. 3 shots goes towards it. One of them strays off and lands into the road and just kind of spirals out and putters. The other 2, the first one hits him dead on the head. The other one hits him right in the leg. You think you did some serious damage to it. However, the gauge of the spell itself doing damage, you felt like it wasn't doing full damage.
Okay. Oh, and mine.
Yep, and now I'm trying to debate how these demons are going to move. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this demon comes stroking up to the 2 of you, Borden and Oskrin. Okay, he'll make an attack on Oskrin.
That will hit.
Wait, what?
Okay. It's 46 psychic.
That's a lot of.
You know, I keep
Nice.
wondering why this thing is... I'm starting to wonder if the monster manual ain't bugged. Let me double check this shadow demon. The actual... Like, I'm looking at its thing here, and it's saying it's... But all the wording is not there. So I will double check this real quick, because I don't want to just outright kill you, because I had figured you guys can handle this.
That doesn't kill me, but
Okay, it doesn't kill you. So for now, I think that's going to stick, but I don't understand why it would do psychic damage on it. Never mind, I think I would understand. It's a shad. It's a shade. Alright, so yeah. You just got a really good roll on you.
I can't edit my HP on the map, but I can in the character sheet, so I'm gonna just have it there.
Hold on, I'll fix that.
You
HP.
might want to double check that actual damage. I think something might be up with it.
Yeah, because it's saying double psychic. What? I don't get it either. Alright. Yeah, you're right. I better look that up. Sorry, guys. Hey, Pojo. How's it going? So, taking a quick, brief moment here to look something up while we say hi to the viewers, the audience. Alright, let's see. Where is this shadow demon at?
Yeah, 2d6 and 46. If the demon had advantage, you rolled the 46. Does it have advantage?
It doesn't have advantage, so that would have been 7. So just 7. Alright, cool. The wording got cut off on the... Or if the demon had advantage on the attack roll, I guess it would be that plus 17. So yeah, it does a swing attack there, does 7 damage. A shade of a claw comes ripping out. It goes through you and psychedelically just kind of rips through and pierces at your mind. And you take 7 points of damage on that. Alright, so let's see. This one here is locked on Leo, so we'll go ahead and resolve that issue. It's a 19,
Misses.
19 misses? You're up what now?
21.
God damn, all your tokens are messed up. I thought I fixed all this stuff before I got in here. Alright, cool. So yeah, it tries to take a swing at you, and you manage to kind of pull back as it goes through the plate mail and not you. Borden, you're up. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Borden, you're up. Sorry.
Alrighty. Seeing as he is right in front of me, are we running the flanking roll still?
Well, you would have to move up a little to flank him properly. But yeah. Yeah, you would have to be right there. So go ahead and roll with advantage if you're attacking, or however you want to do it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna save my spells for now. Will a 16 get there?
I do believe it will. Let me double check something. Okay, and that's a +1 Warhammer you have, right?
That is correct.
Alright. So yeah, you drop the hammer on him, and the wave of energy from the hammer and the velocity coming down on top of it seems to make purchase within the shadowy figure, and it kind of ripples through it and kind of tears into it for a moment as you regain your composure. Feel like you made purchase with it and did some damage to it. Anything else for your turn?
Unless Oscar looks super beat up, I'm good.
Nah, he is okay at the moment.
Fine.
Yep. If that's the end of your turn, Paulo Vega.
Okay, let's see. So Apollo is going to use Dissonant Whispers on the demon between my two companions, the one closest to me. And it's going to be at, let's see, level 2. And he needs to make a Wisdom save.
Alright, which one are you on? The one you're fighting, right? These guys are fighting
Yes.
Wisdom. Dissonant Whispers? Yeah, it seemed to have failed that check.
So he must use his reaction immediately and move as far as he can away from me. And
That will provoke attack of opportunity if I'm not mistaken.
and that will be
Quick question,
4d6.
do either of you have Sentinel if you're going to react? Borden doesn't have Sentinel, does he?
I do
I
not have
believe-
Sentinel.
Alright, so go ahead and if you wish to make an attack of opportunity, you can since he had to run away.
I currently don't have a my dagger out, but so is that unarmed or what?
It would only be 1
Or
point
do
if
you want
he
to
had.
just do the dagger?
So he takes 15 points of psychic damage.
15 points of psychic. Let's see here. Yeah, he takes all of that.
So, will I be rolling with advantage on this since I was flanking, or will this be a straight roll?
No, go ahead and roll with advantage. He's charging out of your flanking position, so yeah, you can make that swing. So 23 is a hit.
I'm guessing it's strength.
Well,
unarmed?
even if you hit it, it won't work.
Okay, so yeah.
You won't be able to do any damage with it.
And the dagger won't do anything either.
Yeah. So yeah, it gets away from you, but you're more of a sorcerer, you know, that's not your element to swing at things, so that's kind of makes sense. As you guys are
Did
having
he
this,
enter and leave my area of?
not directly, let's see here. Well, I guess he would have, yeah. But you're facing forward, he's coming in from behind. Like, that's the square he would have walked through. I mean, you want to make an attack of opportunity on him, you can go for it.
Okay.
Yes, let me use up all of your reactions. I mean, go for it. Take a swing.
I mean, I don't have much else.
Yeah, that is true. Dang, that is a hit.
All right,
Let's see what the
That's
light of
the damage.
Illumina does. And what else?
and
are
I'll
you-
dump a divine smite into it too.
Alright, chat. I just want you to know I did something wrong on that last one. So we're gonna add something. Actually, that would put it right back to where it was because certain things. Alright. So yeah, you do a Divine Smite on top of it, and it looks very weak. It's kind of shaded. It looks like it's about to vanish and go into an incorporeal view of where it just dissipates. But then it re-solidifies and kind of just dangles there in its shadowy form. However, he kind of had to run away at that point. So with that, anything else on your turn, Apollo?
I will, as my bonus action, inspire. Let's see. Inspire Oscar and give him a 1d6 inspiration die.
So Oscar, and you get a bardic inspiration. There you go. Sareth, your turn.
Oscar has the back of holding, right?
No, Borden does, I think.
No, I don't.
Leo does.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm gonna make a full dash to Leo.
Okay.
Because I need my silver weapon.
Can I ask why you even bothered to do that? I mean, shouldn't you be keeping your weapons on you?
No, I put them in the back of holding.
Oh, yeah.
He was
You hit
hiding
him.
them as we escaped the town, last I remember.
Yeah, didn't decide to get him out. Look, if you want, I could say, like, you guys could have handed that back, but that's up to Leo.
He never said that, so they're in the bag right now.
Alright, they're in the
They're
bag.
in the bag.
So, yeah, you would have to waste an action to get the swords out of the bag of holding. Anything else for your turn, then? You use your movement to go up there. You use your action to get the swords. I think that's about it, right?
I can... Well, no. I can't move anymore, I think.
You have 15 feet, I believe, if you want it.
And then I move to the upper right and hide again.
Alright, go ahead and make your stealth check. And with that, Leo, you are up. Nice, that's a hit.
Alright. I'll double a Divine Smite into this one as well.
Alrighty. Alright. Anything else for your turn, Leo?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Oscar, you are up, sir. What shall we do?
Well, seeing as though he now notices that fire doesn't do as much as he would like, we're going to switch to ice, and I'm going to use Ray of Frost on the one that got sent away from me.
Alright, go ahead and roll your attack roll. That's a hit. Okay, let me double check.
Does anybody else not see his attack card?
He's sending
Chat.
it to me. You need to send it to me. Cutter, you're still sending stuff to me.
Sorry. I was doing that so I don't spam the chat earlier.
Alright, so with that, this ray of frost comes spiraling out from you and chills the entire form of this shadow figure, and with the energy erupting from around its wings, it kind of dissipates into a puff of smoke and vanishes. You killed it.
You're good now.
Alright. Anything else for your turn, Oscar?
I will, I guess, go back toward the rock and, keep cover in case there are any more demons that we don't see.
Okay. Shadow Demon's turn. However, off to the north, or according to the map, northeast, You hear this conflict going on with blades crossing. You hear metal upon metal and movement just violently being, blows being traded back and forth. So there's definitely a hefty battle going off to the side of you. However, you guys are left with this demon to contend with. And contending we shall, Leo, as we make another claw attack at you. And I will not
That's a
hit you
miss.
because of that plate mail. Can it do anything else? Can I not hit you? What can I do? Alright, no, that's it. So yeah, he takes a swing at you and you're just taking through it. Literally. And Borden, you are up.
Alrighty, on hearing that noise, I'm gonna go with what Leo said, take care of the other. He's got that one. I'm gonna go check out what the fuck's going on up northeast.
Well, as you move up there, you can clearly see that Danilo is engaged with the Shadow Monk from earlier, Medea.
How's he looking?
They're both looking strong. They're trading blows. It doesn't look like either one of them made any direct landing yet, so there's definitely standing toe-to-toe. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on that for sure, but other than that, there's not a whole lot I really need to do right now.
Apollo, you're up.
Okay, I am gonna move up to here. And let me see, spell list. Does the Shadow Monk have anything, like, what's the weapon she's holding right now?
She's wielding a couple of sais. They're wrapped in leather at the hilt.
Okay. Let me see. I guess I'll just cast Vicious Mockery over at the Shadow Demon.
Go ahead and roll that out for me again. And it's
Okay,
a
wisdom
wisdom.
save.
Alright. Failure. And basically he feels like a failure. As you
And
viciously
he has
mock him.
disadvantage on deck.
And he has disadvantage on the next attack.
That is correct.
Yeah, I guess that'll work for now.
Alright, and
like,
that would be my turn.
about to say, like he was having any luck hitting plate mail. Sarah, you're up.
If I move towards the side of that shade, do I flank him or do I need to move behind it?
You would have to move directly in front of where Leo's standing, right there.
Then I do that, and
Alright.
I attack him with my silver short swords.
I'll go ahead and make your first attack.
So that is 21.
Okay. And are you using a bonus action to use the second hand, or what?
Yes, and that is 8.
Alright, so... anything else on your turn? Well, you use your bonus action, use your movement. I think that's where you're at, right? Leo, you're up. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else you could have done, Sarah.
Now I can move away, but that doesn't necessarily do anything.
Well, you used your bonus action, so you couldn't disengage, is basically what I was at. So you would provoke
Yeah,
an
I
attack
couldn't,
of
so I'll
opportunity.
just
No,
stay
go
there.
ahead, run. I dare you.
No, I stay here.
Okay, okay. Leo, what would you like to do, sir?
I'll just take a swing at him.
Alright, go ahead and make that attack roll. You have advantage, that's a hit. Alright, anything else?
Nope.
No divine smite on that?
I'm all out.
You're all wow. You did get all your spells back, right?
Yeah, I only get 2.
Okay, gotcha. Oscar, you're up.
I will run over to the side of the demon, or hang on.
Yeah, basically, Leo, you just took a swing at it. Your sword's going right through its form, and it kind of shifted into it, but it's still looking pretty hardy at the moment. Sorry, go ahead, Oscar.
And then I will cast a Ray of Frost on the demon to try to help finish it off.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack roll. That's a hit. A beam of frost shoots across the way in between the two of you as you see this burst of white snow-like energy just hit this creature. He is still there. He's still managing. He kind of froze over a little bit, but the form quickly continues to flap its wings as it kind of screeches out in a little bit of pain that he just took. Anything else for your turn, Oscar?
I can't do anything else, so no.
This demon already took 3 swings at Leo with no avail, and a new challenger has arose. So he's gonna quickly take a look behind him and take a swing at Zerath. However, it's at disadvantage. Ooh, critical turns into a
That
10.
misses.
Yep.
Can I, with my cutting words, lower that so?
Well, it doesn't matter. You
It's
already
not a critical?
disadvantage it. It was a bad roll already.
No, but oh, so it just takes the disadvantage on.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, yeah, your other ability caused disadvantage, so he had to take a swing at him.
Okay.
Not getting lucky with these shadow demons. Borden, you're up. And this initiative between these guys isn't in the order. So they're just basically hopping around, just kind of jumping each other and just back and forth. You see Minerva actually just standing out there laughing as she's watching Medea and Denia fight.
I'll primarily be keeping my attention on the 2 of them, but I will move to here, and we're gonna ring the bell for that demon.
Let's see. By the way, Leo, that was already checked. It's not on their thing. No, that's a 15. I do believe he saves.
First save he passes is also my only max roll.
Yeah, so you do a...
That's it for me.
You try to focus the bell to try to get rid of that one. However, the demon doesn't respond to it as it saves against your attack. Paulo, you're up.
Okay. Let me see. Seeing that Daniel's sort of just tangled up right now, I'm gonna try and help him because I know the rest of these guys got this shadow demon. I'm gonna move up just a tiny bit, and who's the third figure up top?
Well, you just noticed her as you
Another
walked in. I'll tell you about her as soon as you make a perception check. All you know is that there's someone standing behind Medea, or Minerva, as Medea's having a constant back and forth with Denia.
Okay. Well, I am gonna cast Fairy Fire in the area they're all in. Let me see. So it's gonna be starting from the square, and it's gonna go out a 20-foot cube.
Alright. I believe there's a dex save for it, right?
There is.
Alright, so the one in the far back, she starts glowing. She kind of looks at herself like, what? And she just kind of shouts over to Minerva, Mistress, can you believe they're doing this? I'm glowing with fairy fire. So she definitely knows what spell you cast. Anything else on your turn there, Apollo?
Is there any other ones affected?
No, the other two resisted. Minerva and Medea resisted. The newcomer got hit by it though.
Even if they went under my DC?
Yeah, like those rolls aren't their actual buffs. Like they have
Okay.
modifiers.
Okay.
She rolled a 1 on hers and failed, so there you go.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just cast inspiration on. Let's see. Let's give it on Borden.
Alright, Borden, you
Take a
now.
1d6.
Borden, you now have inspiration. Sarah, it is your turn.
I would like to attack the shade in front of me again.
Go right ahead.
That's 16.
That shade is holding up very well against your silver blades. You make you make a swing with it. You feel the silver blade go
Yeah, just
into it.
one.
However, you don't feel like you're doing enough damage as it swings into it. And I'm sorry if I didn't mention
Ow.
that earlier, but yeah. But you are making purchase somehow.
I'll just use my bonus action to attack again then.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
And that's a 15 for 9 damage.
Well, you guys are going to work on it. This thing is going down slowly but surely, but it's just kind of reeling as each swing comes by, and it's like incorporeal for a moment when the swing goes through, and then it reforms again, just kind of hissing out in a loud screech as it's still managing to hang in there. Leo.
Alright, I guess I'll just take another swing at it.
Alright, go ahead.
You just cannot hit a 20, can you?
Second night
Guess not.
in a scene against it.
Alright, so you make a swing at it, slashing into it. You definitely make purchase, but similarly before, you're just whittling away at this ghost with this sword going in and out of it, trying to whittle it away. So, anything else for your turn?
No.
Alright. Oscar, you're up.
I will continue shooting it with ice, and I will move up. That way I'm at a clear perpendicular to the other two.
Alright, go ahead and move and then make your attack. Alright, go ahead and make your damage roll. Ice fridges over the shadowy figure once more. However, it is still standing there. It's looking pretty beat up for what a shadowy demon looks like. But he's still managing to hold his form together. Yep, the only logical thing he can do. Let me ask you a question. Fish's Mockery was just that one round, right? Apollo?
Yes.
Alright, so I need to take that off.
Can I make a perception check to see if I hear anything behind me?
Yeah, go right ahead. No, not a
Never
sound.
mind.
You don't hear anything. Shadowy Demon will make another attack against Zareth. Unable to move, forced to fight his way out. And misses. With that, we come up to Borden. Shadowy figure tried to swing out at Zareth. Zareth, in his nimble form, just kind of ducks back and gets out of the way. With Borden on deck now, what do we got?
I'm assuming the fight between Denio and Medea is going as it was neither of them managing to land much in the way of hits or anything.
Yeah, they're kind of staying out of your range as much as possible. Like, for instance, these guys are constantly moving.
I'm just trying to keep tabs on him, make sure Danio's not getting his ass whooped.
Make a perception check. He seems to be doing all right, and you kind of catch a glimpse of a smile curling across his lips as he's trading blows with this woman. Almost as if he was toying with her.
Alright.
Alright, so he's perfectly fine from what you could tell.
Let's see if that demon can fail his save for me.
Which one are we doing? I'm gonna toll the dead once more, so the demon's gonna do another wisdom. And it turns out to be a 6, so yeah, he failed that save. The bell rings. How do you want to do this?
I think for the sake of brevity, the bell's going to ring and he's just going to keel over rigid like a board. The shadow board, I guess. But...
Alright, so your bell dongs right on top of where he is, and his form just kind of vibrates in the air and echoes, and it just shades down until he kind of falls down into a flat form, and then it just disappears in a puff of smoke. Now, you guys are technically out of combat as far as initiative's concerned, and you're free to move, but if you interact with the fight that's going on up here, I just want to warn you. That's all I'm going to do. You'll wind up in an initiative at that point. But as you guys clear that out, I'll let each of you make a movement towards the battle or away from it, depending upon how you want to take view of it. This will be your limit range, so you can move anywhere up to here. So go ahead and make your movements. We'll get rid of that werewolf.
Going to move over to Zereth and tell him give me the poison.
Sure, I give them 2 vials.
Alright, about that time,
Do not do anything stupid, please.
at this moment here,
What was that?
Danio kind of calls out in pain as the size that Medea has manages to clamber into his shoulder blade, piercing the top part of his shoulder. He kind of bears it, and then all of a sudden he does one rippling attack right back at her, kind of pulling her to his blade as he shoves his blade into her other shoulder blade, cutting deep within, and she kind of lets out a howling, painful roars, which is just ear curling as she screams out in pain. At that time, the other woman, who is glowing with fairy fire, she turns to Minerva. "They've cleared the demons, mistress. Shall I get us out of here?" And Minerva's like, "Yes, I think we toyed with him enough, now that we know he's alive." And with that, she casts teleport. Where she casts a spell, the 3 of them disappear, and Daniel's left there with his shoulder bleeding, saying, "Goddamn cowards, get back here!"
Yeah, I'll go ahead and heal him up. How rough is he looking?
He may look rough, but he's not really as damaged. Like, he's not severely wounded. Like, the side did go in pretty deep. He's kind of bleeding a little bit. Just a regular medicine check might patch him up to where he'll be fine.
If they're leaving, I'm going to give Zereth back the poison and tell him there was one and I blinked and you went down. So let's not mess with them when there's 2.
Copy that.
Alright, yeah, those 3 are gone. Daniel's there, standing kind of bloodied and everything. He's just kind of frustrated and... "It's gonna kill her! Could have had some revenge! Could have finally finished a score that we needed to settle so long ago. I can't believe she is still around." "So, you guys finally take care of those demons?"
We'll
"Hello?"
take care of him. Now hold still so I can patch you up.
Very well. So go ahead and make... Okay, yeah. You spend a little bit of time there wrapping his arm up. The gauze from your medicine kit, just kind of bandaging up his left arm as he kind of holds it a little bit and he's kind of wriggling it around. He still has full mobility, so he seems like he's doing pretty good. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill her next time I see her. Alright, let's get this camp broke down. We need to get to Timor now. And
Very well. We'll pack up the horses and get on our way. Yeah.
Unless you want to walk.
No, he gets on the black steed that he has. And
That was to Apollo there.
So yeah, he kind of saunters
we're
off
going
from
to
that
get online.
encounter. Yeah, he saunters off from that encounter, gets the black steed that he had called previously. You guys break down camp, and at this point, you guys are pretty much heading back to Timor. And I will move us back to the original page. So yeah, morning came, everybody had their full rest except for the encounter. Just kind of drained you from everything. Is there anything you guys want to talk about or do as you're traveling the road once more?
Any of you need a healing potion?
I'm fine.
I could use one. I hand him one silver short sword and one normal for to Oscar to put in the back holding.
Alright, so for the remainder of this trip, let's go ahead and do one more round of perception.
Still looking for Reginald.
I wonder where he is.
Wow. A
What do we
critical fail and a critical success.
Gotta love them Christmas crits.
Alright, who's my high perceptions? Borden and Oscar, about 200 feet away from you guys, you can see a carriage has been ransacked on the side of the road. It's been turned over, and the horses have been slain from where they were.
Is it on the road that we're on, or is it?
Yeah, you're
on a
approaching it. This looks like somebody raided it.
Are the corpses of the horses still there?
Yeah, the horse corpses are still there. You're still about 200
Any-
feet around. You can't, unless you get closer. I need to know what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Right.
check it out.
Do I see anyone, there? Like any thieves or anything?
No, it looked like whoever may have done it might have already left. Like they've done their damage and left. Like this thing looks like it's been sitting for a short while from what you could tell at this distance. To find out more, you're going to have to get closer.
Yeah, Borden's checking it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sarah's gonna move up as well.
Alright, so you guys tell everybody else that you see turned over carriage up ahead.
I
Go ahead.
I relay the information. Yeah.
Okay. And the group charges towards it. Danilo just kind of holds back because he's got other things on his mind. But you guys want to look over the carriage. Tell me what you want to look over, and depending upon what you want to do, I'll figure out what rolls we need to make.
Is there any signs that we can see what killed the horses from wounds or?
Go ahead and make an investigation. As you approach the horses, you can definitely see that the front part of their neck underneath has been slashed laterally. And it looked like somebody got up under it and kind of cut its throat out. And judging from the way the horses landed on the ground, it looks like they kind of crumpled and broke their neck from the fall.
Can I see if I see any dead?
Make a perception. And whereabouts around this are you looking? Inside the carriage, outside the carriage, around
Looking in the carriage and around it.
As you look into the carriage, there's a form that's been kind of underneath some cloaks.
I will remove the cloaks.
As you pull the cloak back, you see this woman. She's like a porcelain face, pure white, milky white complexion. She has long brown hair, soft waves, and gentle green eyes. She kind of resembles a porcelain doll in a way. She kind of looks up at you, but she doesn't say anything.
I will call out to Borden and say, would you mind coming here? I need your expertise.
I'll go check it out.
Alright, Borden, you kind of go over to the carriage. You see this woman, and she's just kind of... She's unable to speak, it looks like. Or she's trying to... She's waving her hands in front of her, basically. But she's, like, trying to make sure that you're not going to come after her.
I try to calm her.
Well, how do you try to calm her?
But I say it. Like, we mean you no harm. We saw the carriage down. Are you okay?
She kind of looks around wildly now that she's aware of her surroundings. And she kind of nods slightly to that.
Can you speak?
She kind of puts a hand up to her throat and shakes her head no.
Can I do an instant cast to detect magic to see if there's a curse or anything on her, or would I be able to detect that?
Yeah. So you're gonna go ahead and cast it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll instant cast.
As you cast Detect Magic, you get a sort of a transmutation type spell that seems to be in the vicinity, and then there's also an enchantment spell nearby.
She's probably cursed from what I can tell. And do you mind treating her? I think I see something else nearby.
I'll watch over the lass.
Alright, let's see. So she's from the angle that I'm picturing it. Let me paint the picture for you. You guys are kind of opening up the carriage door. The carriage is tipped over, so basically you're lifting it up from what is now the roof, which was actually the side door. She's kind of laying down in all this sprawled out materials that were kind of spread over, and you guys pulled the blanket off from her little hiding spot. She's kind of looking up at you, so in order to get her out, you'll have to pull her up. If that helps.
Well, do you want to get her out of here? I will,
Well, she kind of reaches
Borden.
her. Yeah, she's kind of holding her hands out like, are we doing this kind of motion?
I guess, Borden, do you mind lifting her up and I can pull her out?
Alright, so if you're gonna... Borden, are you even talking? Borden? You're not saying anything? Are you muted?
At this point, Zareth walks up to the carriage and reaches his hand in to pick the lass out.
Well, since...
Technical difficulty fixed.
Okay, welcome back. I was going to say, Borden, you can roll athletics at advantage for having Oscar helping you. So you can pull her up there, get her to safety. It's not a hard DC. You managed to get her up there with a little bit of effort. And she's very light after you finally get her up there, and kind of short for, like, she's not like halfling size, she's a little bit taller, but she's definitely like a short woman.
Alright.
She kind of bows her
follow-
head towards you and in a thanking motion.
Have you always been mute?
She shakes her head, yes.
Not entirely sure lesser restoration would fix her. She was kind of made that way.
Hmm.
Was there anything taken from the carriage?
She kind of holds her hands out, shrugging. She doesn't know how to express it, but she's kind of waving her hands around in a wild motion, like she's pointing to where people might be, but she's like holding her hands out in a shrug.
Here, I'm gonna give her a piece of parchment and a quill.
She snaps her fingers at that
write
and
with.
takes it. And she says, "Oh, thank you. There were 3 others that were with me. However, bandits came and raided us and killed them or took them. I don't know which. I hid like they told me to."
Do you know which way they went?
Takes a moment, writes down a few more words. No,
While they're
I was hidden. I'm sorry.
while they're doing this, I'm going to go check that other location I found with detect magic.
Yeah, there's a case that's on the ground. Looks like a violin case.
Going to pick it up and bring it to her.
She grabs the violin case and hugs it close to her. And writes thank you on the parchment that you given her.
Who were you with when you were attacked?
She writes down. What do you mean, like the company, like the group that I was with, or
Were you with a halfling? Were you with merchants?
no? I was part of a small troupe that performed. We're bards. My 2 other friends must have gotten kidnapped or killed, for all I know. And she kind of sighs heavily and seems almost in tears.
Do I see any tracks on the ground?
Make an investigation check. From what you could tell, if there were any tracks, they probably stayed on the main road. Doesn't seem like they broke away like north or south. They just stayed on the main road.
Is the carriage rideable or is it
It-
destroyed?
It's been toppled over, maybe with some, it could probably be flipped over, but the extent of damage on the other side's unknown.
Well, I mean, the wheels and axles are intact, yes?
From what you could tell from this point, yeah. Like, the wheels on this side, at least. Like, whenever you flip it over, there's no telling what's on the other side. I mean, you see them there, but, you flip it over, it might not be stable.
Could I use mold earth to kind of like lift it up at the top where it's fallen?
Unless you can mold up to 15 feet of earth that could contain its weight. I mean, how much weight can you mold? Post a spell. I don't think you can, no. Long ground? No, I don't think that's going to work.
I could make a spire on one end.
Yeah, but you can only work with 5 feet cube. And yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Like, it would take you several casts. What is this, a cantrip?
Yeah.
I think no, because as soon as you cast it, it's gonna probably, if you cast this spell multiple times, you can have no more than 2 of its non-instant Neos effects active at a time. You can dismiss. God dang, this thing is so separated, dude. You must have to copy paste it.
Yeah.
Changes last for an hour. If the dirt or stone you target is on the ground, cause it to become difficult terrain. Generally, you can cause the ground to become normal terrain. Okay, whatever.
Don't worry about it. Just do a strength check.
Screw the strength check. We've got, what, 6 horses?
You have
Yeah, and if we use that
5,
mold earth to
6. Yeah.
lift the carriage up to one side and then make a ditch that it is easier to tip over.
All right. So explain to me this process of how you're going to do it. I mean, I'm all ears. Let's see what we can do. What do you want to do? This is-
Okay, well, I will dig out a. If I can't.
Like, I hate
So
to
we-
interrupt for that, please don't, but when we write it, we want it to be on level ground so it doesn't just tip over to the opposite side.
Well, that's why I'm getting to. I'm going to dig out a portion of the road for right now, about where the wheels are, so it can easily turn over into the hole that I made. It's like a flat, just a lower level.
Just to kind of drop it down a
And
little
then-
bit so it can wedge up against it.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, and then we can just kind of tilt it over onto the flat terrain that I made, and then I'm going to make it to where it's a ramp leading out of the hole.
Okay, that makes sense. How else are we going to do this?
I mean, then you just tie a rope onto the handle of your saddle, and have two people more or less pull with the horse.
Yeah, so how many horses are we using and how many ropes, or I mean, give me an idea here. And I'll figure out what the DC
I'd
is.
say two horses, and I have a long piece of rope.
So,
I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
so we're using 2 ropes and 2 horses? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, and we're using that ramp idea because that sounds like a very good plan.
Alright, so for this, since we would technically use the horse's strength check, I'll just have whoever horses we're using, just roll a d20 for me.
Wouldn't be animal handling.
No, because you're trying to exert the horse's strength, and I think convincing it to do it's not going to be the problem. The problem is going to be the actual physicality of the horse itself.
So we use my horse and someone else's.
I'll use mine.
Alright, so you two roll me a d20. I'm just kind of mid-air calculating here. Okay. Apparently the 2 of your horses and the rope isn't enough to get it up. It kind of comes up part way and then it tips back over and kind of lands with a soft thud. So these 2 horses don't seem to be strong enough by themselves to pull this.
Broden, can we add your horse to the bunch as well and try again?
Why not?
Alright, tell me how
I can lift. Can I lift the other side too?
Alright, so you want to assist by lifting on the other side. I will, with him lifting on the other side, let's go ahead and do 3 d20s from the horse pullers. So everybody who's pulling with the horse, do another d20. Is that dice just stuck on 9?
I think it is, yes.
Why are you rolling 9, dude? Like, is it an actual d20?
It's a
roll?
D20.
Oh,
It is a
bloody hell.
d20. Well, it just rolls 9.
Alright, Leo, go ahead and make me an athletic strength check.
Be ready to jump out the damn way.
Nice, nice. Alright, so you get it about 3/4 of the way. Leo, you feel like it's starting to pull down on you, though. I mean, you've got it held up there. You're kind of holding it. The horses don't seem to be pulling it hard enough for you to get it fully over. So you got Leo stuck here with 3/4 of the way over, guys. What are we doing?
Can I use like a quick mold earth to kind of make sand just hit it and give a little bit of weight to the.
Dig a hole under one of the wheels so that it can slide into place.
Yeah, we can.
If you like slide it against the other side to give it leniency so it can groove into it.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'm with that. I'll tell you what, you make an Arcana check because you're kind of busy doing something. But if your Arcana pulls it off, I'll say we can do it. 13, that's not bad. That'll work. So with that, Leo, you feel the little shifting of the earth underneath your feet. You manage to kind of reposition yourself and then give it a nice good push as the cart kind of rights itself into it and then topples over and lands. Now we need to see if the cart's going to be in one piece when it lands. Let's roll these dice, shall we? Alright, so after it lands, the front left wheel of the wagon crumples to the ground and it tilts all the way over and it breaks off the axis. So it lands right on the ground. You got 3 wheels that are planted. However, the front left wheel crashed to the ground, snapping as it fell on the impact. The girl
Does
behind
anybody
you.
have
Oh, go ahead.
Does anybody have mending?
I don't
Gotta-
think you can mend a wheel, as in an
You-
entire wheel.
Depending if it was just spokes that broke or the entire wheel just
The
disintegrated.
wheel kind of shattered off the axis.
So you'd be repairing the axle itself.
You would have to find a way to. This is something similar that happened on Critical Role just last week. I mean, there's a way you could probably get mending to work. However, the surface area for the axle to be repaired would have to be done physically through another means. So you would have to probably physically work on it.
Are there spare parts in the wagon?
Make an investigation check. Let's see. Just clothes, trunk, and it's surprising that there's even this. Everything else looks like it's been savaged and, scavenged from this point. So there's just a trunk of clothes. That's all that's in this wagon.
How hard can I make the earth? Like, can I just glue it together with concrete?
No, I'm not. It won't. This is wood you're working with, not earth, and I don't think that would be suitable. Like, it would
It's a wooden
break it.
axle?
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely see you probably being able to use mode earth. That maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, like surround the.
I'm
broken
thinking
piece,
of like a jack. You might be able to use it kind of like a jack or something, but even
yeah.
that would be kind of hard to do. But no, you're probably going to have to either look for help or check your inventory for tools or some clever way to put this thing back together. So I'll leave it up to you to figure that out.
I've got smiths, not carpenters, so don't look at me.
I have an idea.
Well, you have
Uh,
smith tools, right? Or no? But go ahead.
I do have smith's tools.
What's the idea?
We have. How many horses are needed for this wagon?
There's 2
Four
dead horses.
or 2 or.
There's 2 dead horses in front of
Okay.
the wagon.
I could. How heavy do you think this wagon is?
I think I see where you're going.
I
Yeah.
will start a ritual casting of a Tensor's metal disc,
All right.
and I will make it to where it takes place of the broken wheel.
Oh wow, that's nice. Yeah, I think that I think that would work
And
actually.
if we position the interior of the wagon so that the weight isn't
And-
on that disc, then it might actually work. Yes.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
good.
I will just ride ahead of the wagon, and then it will follow me, and the wagon will follow me too.
There's a movement speed limit though, right? What is
Yeah,
that?
so you can't take off. You have to actually, hang on.
Yeah, figure out what the movement speed on that is. But I will tell you, you guys are relatively close to Timor, so this happened like right outside the realm, maybe. Oh, excuse me. That's actually pretty good. Yeah. 20 feet. Let's see here. Does it say how?
I
I'm
think
assuming
it's,
it would move at his speed then.
Yeah.
As long
So
as it
I will
does-
just have to
yeah.
keep pace with the wagon.
All right, that sounds good. So yeah, you spend the next 10 minutes casting this ritual, and Tinser's disc appears underneath where this wheel is damaged. What do you want to do from here?
Move towards the city.
From the looks
Somebody
of this,
asked-
yeah, from the looks of this, yeah, from the looks of this spell, you like put a drop of mercury in front of you, and then after you cast the ritual, the mercury kind of formed into this floating disc all of a sudden, and now it's just circularly, like levitating underneath the wagon as it leans its weight into it. So it's definitely able to float in the air, 3 feet off the ground, kind of giving the wagon a soft list towards the front left, so it's kind of off angle, but it could be pulled forward. There are still the fact that you have 2 dead horses up front.
Well,
Yeah, we got
have
those loose.
All right, so you cut them loose, kind of get them out of the way there, and is there anything else you want to do in the surrounding vicinity?
I mean, we're gonna ask the lady if she minds going back to Timor because
Well,
I will ask her one thing.
yes.
Did you see what? I know you wouldn't be able to see since you're hiding, but did you hear the direction that your assaulters went?
She points away from Timor, like she thinks they went away. So east.
So they wouldn't be hiding in the city. We can set you up with an inn tonight and figure out things there.
All right. She writes a thank you on the parchment that you gave her. So you want her to ride in the wagon, or are you guys riding a certain way? I mean, I just need to kind of know how we're doing all this.
I would think she would probably, the lightest people should probably be on the wagon.
All right.
So, and that would probably be her.
All right.
well, she's the only one without a horse, so the rest of us can just keep our horses and continue.
Well, 2 need to
Well,
pull the
not
wagon.
2 people,
Two
because
yeah,
2
two.
horses are pulling the wagon.
Yep. You're gonna
Someone
have to.
could ride with me, and then someone could be on the wagon to guide it.
Just from my point of view, and just an open observation, I would think those who are heavy plated would be a bad idea to put on the wagon at all. So considering that, you might want to put your lighter players on the wagon who are using their horses.
So, Zareth, you could, do the wagon, and then Apollo, you could ride with me.
Yeah, I probably could.
Okay, so that'll even minimize it even more. All right.
Yeah,
This
so,
this spell lasts for 1 hour, by the way. You might have to recast it before you get to town.
Well, I could, ride backwards behind Apollo and let him do the horse, and then I can just, keep a concentration. When I see it fading, I can, start recasting it.
All right. All right. Yeah, I don't see no problem in letting that go. All right. So, anything else you guys want to do before you leave this area? If not, you're free to move. I'm not trying to keep you here.
Leo's a little antsy, so he wants to get on the road.
All right. Yeah, and Daniil's been kind of circling you guys the whole time, and he's just like, he looked like he was about ready to halfway trot away because he's getting tired of waiting on you guys. But he toughed it out. I was like, I'll just wait for him. It ain't no big deal. So where exactly do you want the woman to sit? You want her in the carriage on a horse with somebody, or
wherever she wants.
up on the bench with
Maybe
whoever's
keep
driving?
her
Who's
up
driving?
there.
Who's driving?
Well, I think I am, because
All right.
I'm
So,
assuming Apollo went to sit on someone's horse.
all right. So yeah. All right. With that, Seraph, you snap the reins. Apollo and Oscar pull forward with the disc following behind as you guys kind of levitated there and managed to keep this wheel from being a problem. You guys managed to circumvent this whole situation, so you're able to pull this thing off. About 2 hours later, and a recast of the floating disc, you guys finally make it back to civilization, and now you are back in Timor Kingdom. Guards at the wall kind of look you over and notice that the wheels kind of, or the carriage is kind of listing a little bit. You guys okay? Everything all right? One gentleman kind of walks up, noticing the situation.
And we're not entirely sure the carriage isn't ours. We picked it up on the road. It was the woman next to me was in it though. She
waves.
She got attacked by bandits about half a day back.
Yeah, and she's shaking her head to it. I see. All right. Yeah, you guys should definitely get that over there to the carriage house. They'll see if they can get that fixed for you. Look at that. He's using a floating disc to keep it up. That's so cool. as they notice you guys kind of rolling in.
I guess I will go to the repair shop or whatever.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say
yeah.
like yeah, there's like a storefront for like buying carriages and whatnot, and it's kind of like your used car lot in a way too. Like there's several carriages in this field, and you know they're just kind of lined up there. And then there's like this building where they work. It looks like a warehouse sort of feel to it. You guys are passing this about 3/4 of the way down the road that you're coming in from, about like 3/4 of a mile or whatever. And yeah, you bring this there. This old, crazy looking man kind of notices you pulling up. That's some weird magic you got there. That's a little bit funny seeing that thing float like that. Hi, how's it going? I'm Cobbler. Looks like you guys need some help there. Let me see what you got.
A broken axle on the wagon.
I see. That's quite a shame. Quite a shame there. Well, hello there, young lady. Taking notice at the woman. She just kind of smiles and nods her head. All right, tell you what, boys. Why don't you get that wagon up in my garage here, and I'll go ahead and see about getting that damn thing fixed for you, okay?
Do you have a back door to your garage?
Back door, smack door. That's where I pull in all the rides after they're done and finished and ready to be sold.
I
Look.
will walk 20 past the like where he wants us. So
Like, he opens up this big warehouse door. Like, it's like a farm, barnyard, whatever. And it's definitely plenty of room to bring it in. And you can see as you bring it in, there's like other carriages that look like they were damaged, kind of off in the back, like they're getting repaired and whatnot. Or he's using them to make spare parts. It's like a whole used car type thing. Alright, so let's talk business. You need this fixed, huh? Looking at this wheel and axle, tell you what, take that floating disc and put it on top of this block, and he pushes a block up to kind of hold it up in the air underneath the axle. So you can lower your disc
as
down.
he does that, I will run away and get it, where I think the block would be.
I will relay, forward, backward, left, right, so I don't drop this damn thing.
Okay. So basically, we get it on the block,
Can't go
right?
backwards.
It takes a few times.
Yeah,
It takes
so-
a while, I think, but
So yeah, you managed to get it on the block there. You managed to slide the disc. I mean, you can dispel the disc.
And yeah, if it's where it needs to be, I'll dispel it.
All right, so you dispel the disc. It lands on top of the block, a little thump, but not too bad. The girl, she jumps off the carriage and lands down there by the ground and just kind of bows to everybody, just being thankful. Okay, so let's see here. It takes about 5 gold, and I could probably have that up for you in a couple of days.
I'll give the owner 5 gold.
Okay, then with that, boys, why don't you come back in a couple of days and we'll have this wagon ready for you, alright?
sure
Okay.
thing.
Alright. So, that is Cobbler, and I'm going to make a mental note of that guy. Alright, so, yeah, he kind of shoos you all off, and now you are left to the streets of Timor Kingdom to do as you please.
Did you ever get the mute girl's name?
Nobody asked.
She's still with us, right? Going to the tower.
Yeah, she kind of follows you, and she's kind of like falling in with you guys because she's like, oh, you've helped me, you paid for that. You get this sense that she's kind of hanging around you because you guys are helping her out, and she doesn't know what else to do at the moment. You can explore that as you see fit. Danilo kind of pulls away from you guys. All right, so you brought me to Timor. I think this would be the part where we part ways.
Sure, mate. See you around. Take care.
Yeah, I need to make a passage to somewhere. Do yourselves a favor. If you see those 3 ever again, don't cross their path. You'll need something bigger and better to take care of them. I guarantee it. I.
I'd love to say we'd ignore them, but they seem to follow us.
Yes.
And we kind of can avoid until we see them. So.
Don't just. I don't know how to put it to you of lower stature. I don't know how to be blunt about it. I mean, you guys just.
If we see them, we run the other way.
Well, that would be probably the best thing for you to do, yes. Now, me, on the other hand, I would gladly take that woman's life if I had the chance. But I'm not at full power, and I know I need help. So I am going to go on a mission to find some Celestials. So with that, I shall go see about making passage. I bid you all adieu. And the woman's kind of hiding behind you, Oscar, as he kind of has his angry demeanor about him as he's leaving you guys.
I'd ask about a way to contact him, but he doesn't seem like he wants to keep in touch necessarily.
Okay, I will say to him, are you... How fluent are you with the Arcana?
Hmm? You're
You
asking...
know any spell?
You're asking Danilo or what?
Yeah, if he's still there.
Oh, well, he was fixing it later. He's like, spells. Yeah, I know spells. What do you need?
I can speak Celestial. If you need anyone to translate, send a sending to me.
He says to you in Celestial, you're not the only one who could speak it. Besides, one and the same of sorts.
Okay.
He kind of is like, you be my ears and eyes. You see something suspicious that might interest me. You send me a message, okay?
Okay.
Yes, I think I like that. And with that, he will leave you guys for now. Unless there's anything else you want to talk to him before he heads off. 3,
Not
2,
on my end.
1. No? Nobody? Alright. So yeah, he takes off. You are now left in the open roads in front of Cobbler's carriage house. You hear some banging behind you. And God damn it, I can't believe it dropped a hammer on my foot. But other than that, you have the bustling city. It's about 2 or 3 in the evening, or afternoon. Sorry. And the day is yours. Where are we heading?
Should we go to the Adventurers Guild? Get paid and find a new job?
Yes, please.
By the way, is city usually this gloomy? That's how it sounds.
Are you asking me or them?
You.
Okay. Now, the city that, like, you guys just got into it, and it's not really rolling out here. It's midday. A lot of people are working. You definitely see a shuffle of, like, there's no festivities going on. It's just, like, work like usual. I don't know how to put it. Like, it's not really gloom and doom, because a lot of these people are oblivious to other things that are going on right now.
Don't know if you happen to mention it. On our travels back, did we see any of the soldiers coming up as well from Thelrand, or are we the first to arrive, we think?
You'd think you're the first to arrive. The outposts might have other things going on. I take that back. The severely wounded soldiers probably would have been coming down the road with you. And just kind of, since they're able to kind of march through the night, you probably heard a few of these carriages passing you while you were camping.
Because I think that should probably be our first port of call, check in with, I mean, even before the Adventuring Guild, check in with them and make sure everything's settled there. Considering, a debrief might be something they'd want, as it were.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
Well, we did a debriefing at Felrand, and we got sent to the Adventurers Guild.
It's just a thought on my end.
So I'm not entirely sure what more we could add here. It's a good idea though, but I'm pretty sure that whatever we told the new commander there has already been relayed or is on its way.
All right, so what are we doing?
Slaughter, let's go to the Adventurers Guild.
All right. So yeah, you guys make your way to
Shouldn't
the.
we,
No, go ahead. What do you want to do?
the tavern, to kind of get the woman some board, a room or something?
Well, we take her to the Adventurers Guild. Maybe we can set her up with a bar job there.
Well, you kind of get the idea with the way that you guys did this in your pre-sessions, that there is a nearby tavern right by the Adventure Guild, so it'd be just as convenient to head there and then just go across the street to turn in.
Okay.
So everybody's all in agreement to head to the Adventuring Guild, right?
Yep.
I am.
Alright, so you guys make your
Aye.
way back to the familiar location where you all started your little task to help with the expansion of Timor Kingdom. An elderly gentleman in a red robe kind of walks up to Zareth. Zareth, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
You hear him whisper in your ear. All the reflections have been broken. You must live your life without that. And memories seem to pass by where you can actually see these events happening. You know for a fact that the reflections are broken, that the moon or the guild that you were involved with is no more and has disbanded. And
Okay.
he kind of shakes your hand and says, "I'm sorry for your loss," and pats it.
I ask him, what about my cell?
They've been dispersed.
God fucking damn it. I give him a nod and move on. And catch up with the rest of the group.
Alright, so yeah, the rest of you seen this red cloaked figure just kind of walk out after that. Anybody?
Anything interesting you had to say?
What was that? There was lots of falling out there and people talking to each other.
I was asking if you had anything interesting to say.
Yes, it seems that some of my friends had some trouble and left town. Which means that I might want to check upon some old childhood friends, if I get the chance. But I can do that later. It's nothing pressing.
Alright, so let's get some business done. What do you guys want to do? You come into this adventuring guild. That red cloak figure paid a quick visit to Zareth. With that, you kind of dead in here at the moment. It seems like a lot of people aren't taking jobs at this time. You see a busy counter, however, with somebody just going over a lot of paperwork at one of the open tables.
I believe I was handed the writ by the garrison commander back at Felran.
Alright, so you're going to go over there and make the approach. This
Yeah.
human, kind of like brown hair, is wearing spectacles, looks up from his work. Yes, yes.
So I'll present the writ as well as the initial writ I was given.
I see.
Thank you very much.
Did I give you a actual writ by chance, or?
It was the first one saying that we were authorized for the job, as it were.
Alright, yeah, I know that one, but I didn't write anything else special for you, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Let's see. What?
It was just they did the job, but we
Oh yeah, he expressed
shit went
what you.
down.
he looks it over. He's like, huh, yeah, I've heard reports about these dragons tearing up the field and all these people came back wounded. It's really weird. I don't well, let's see here. You guys did this mission, and according to... That's a damn shame. I don't even know if he's authorized to be the leader over there, but he's still... Yeah, he's probably the only one left who can do it. Alright, according to the dwarven friend of ours, looks like I owe you guys about 300 gold for the mission you guys pulled off. Give me a second here, I'll count it out for you. And he kind of goes through some counting phase, gets a bag full of 300 gold, hands it over, and marks your writ completed. Now, before you take this, and he's holding the bag, I want you to consider something. A lot of the adventurers who are sent out to take care of certain jobs have been kind of dying down. I guess the hype for those who aren't full-blooded for the adventuring lifestyle, I guess you could say, have kind of left because they've had their fill and they're done. But if you guys are still interested in adventuring and doing good deeds and, protecting people and stuff like that, I would like to interest you into, like, maybe forming a company. Your little group, kind of make a personal company and turn it into something your own, and maybe even help us unload some of these jobs onto other people. Who knows? What do you guys think?
Am I the only one here at this table? Because I didn't hear anyone that came up with me.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, so you and him are having this conversation. Everybody else is over there just doodling whatever they're doing. If anybody wants to pick up on the conversation, I'll allow them to roll perception.
I'll call them over at this point because I'm not going to solo the creation of a company.
Alright, so you call them all over.
That's inconsiderate. Yeah, no.
So yeah, as everybody kind of comes over. Yeah, as I was telling your dwarven friend here, we thinking about creating company would be a good idea for your lot if you decide to keep adventuring. That way you can make a name for yourself, a reputation, and then maybe a formula that makes you known as who you are. I mean, it's just logical in that aspect. So if you want to keep doing certain jobs, I could keep providing them, and then at some point you might actually get jobs personally due to your reputation. If that sounds like something you'd want to do, and he points to the bag with 300 gold, just give me 100 of this back, and I'll file you up some paperwork and even provide you with a place where you guys can lodge.
Do I know how much is in that bag?
You weren't there, so technically no.
The accountant is tight-lipped.
And he's not talking. I mean, you could definitely tell there's more than 100
how-
gold.
I'm asking for opinions here.
Yeah, but it's fine by me.
Well, like I said, if you guys come up with a company name, take some time and think about it. I mean, it'd be like 100 gold for your company to be registered into the hall, and you guys will be able to select special jobs, special missions that comes through here before any of the adventurers get them. So basically all the juicy jobs will be sent to the offices of, your companies that are formulated from here. At which point, if you guys complete enough jobs and start building a reputation, you'll be able to, build your own base of operation, and you'll be able to segregate yourself from us. Therefore, creating your own atmosphere to do business on your own, while also still having us as a contact source. Now, don't want you to think about it right away. Like, go ahead, take time. 100 gold. You got this. You can reinvest that and get even better jobs if you want to keep on with us. Otherwise, that bulletin board over there, it's empty at the moment. You can waste away a couple of weeks before something shows up. Up to you. And he slides the bag over to you.
I mean, I'll go take a seat at a table so we can discuss this.
Me too.
Imberg here has been watching you guys. He's like, you should call yourselves Against the Tide, seeing as you've all been pushing against the chaos.
That's actually not bad.
Well, think about it, guys. Like, he's telling you right now, you guys got a night to think about it. You want to come in tomorrow fresh, get the thought process figured out, And whatever you decide, I'll help you file away. Otherwise, well, there's that board over there if you want to take a look.
I like that name. Let's go with that name.
Did
It's-
Twitch chat just name our group? Because I'm actually okay with that one too.
Against the tide. I don't know though. The way I'm seeing it.
Yes,
though. So who are you guys?
yes.
Against the tide.
Twitch
You're-
just did that, yeah.
Well, I'm Apollo.
Yeah. Well,
Hello, Twitch chat.
yeah. So what we're gonna do here, like, we're gonna table that for now. You guys will have a conversation over a dinner or whatever. We can have that conversation at the tavern. But right now, inside the guild hall, is there anything you want to do here, or should we try to progress somewhere else?
Well, I would still. Can we distribute the reward for the quest?
Were all of our writs the same?
Yeah. I mean, it's basically you got the one writ that was to be paid off, which he did. But the other writ you've
No,
already went
No,
through.
I mean, we have two different writs. One designating Borden, Neva, Alexander, and Oscar, and then the second writ. I'm assuming they were the same.
Yeah, I can see
Yes,
this.
that read well, but it's just that the quest reward that we were promised was 500 gold each.
Surely you jest.
I was about to say,
No, I have this written down.
I don't think I said anything like that.
Yeah, because it was such a we needed to get it done quickly.
And I also talked a possible magical weapon reward in it.
Keep talking to me. I'm listening.
For it was like, we need to do this quick because for the to get this blacksmith quick so that we can get silver weapons available for our forces. And it was like, yeah, well, fine, but what does it pay? And then it was like 300. So I said, well, it needs to be done fast, so we can rush there, but we would like a little bit extra.
All right,
Well,
so
fine. In that case, I make it 500, and then I also asked, and is it possible that we can get some weapons to fight the were creatures, if possible, magical for the people in the group that doesn't have it yet? And he said, we see, and then Commander Coleman said, it's like, we see what we can do about it.
I see 3 holes with your thing thus far.
yeah,
Yes,
here's
there are
here's-
some
here's
holes.
dead.
It wasn't
yeah.
written down.
Here's the gist of it all, though. They informed me that, well, I don't know what Commander Kalman suggested. He fell in the battle, and I'm just going off what this dwarf told me. So, I offer you 300 gold for what he said, and that's generous considering that we're not sure he's the proper commander. I mean, if anything comes through later on, he's the proper commander and he wants to offer you a bigger reward than what is already offered, you're free to put in a petition for him if you like. And he hands you like some formal document and everything. You just have to make sure you dot all the I's, dot all the T's, make sure everything's filled out correctly, and make sure he signs off on it.
I will make sure to cross and dot the T's then.
All right, well, here's that
Yeah.
form if you want. Well, here's that
Surely,
form. Go ahead.
surely you can give us 500, 100 for each of us, and that would just be a portion of what we were promised.
Nah, as much as I'd like to,
Yeah.
things are a little hard here, so... I mean, you're not even a formal company. Become a company and we could talk more about it. But from the task that was given to you, and according to what this writ says, I mean, 300 is all I can give your group. And he included all of you. That's it. So evaluating the task that got done, however uncompleted, still the same. And with Commander Kalman not being around anymore, it's a damn shame. He actually put a lot of jobs on the table for these adventurers. But yeah, that's the current situation. Fill out the form if you like. We'll put it through our channels, proper channels, guaranteed. So yeah, you do have the option to kind of protest it, however, if you want.
Protest is a strong word for this.
Well, Yeah. Not just manipulate. Investigate.
Let's get the quiet one set up with room and board.
Yeah,
and
she's
we'll see if
been
we should-
yeah, she's
Yeah.
been kind of casually walking back and forth with her violin case in her arms.
Wait, you said she's like made out of porcelain, right?
She
looks
has
like
the
a porcelain
complexion.
doll, isn't actually.
Yeah, she
Oh,
has
yeah.
a complexion of. But what are we doing?
Well, we are sitting down discussing, we were sitting down discussing the company thing, so I presumed she was sitting at the table with us.
Well, yeah. So you have the guild hall, or you could take it over to the inn. Where are we going? Staying in.
Then let's move towards the tavern then.
All right. So moving over to the tavern, you guys kind of take a seat at an empty table, I would assume. Wonder if I built any taverns in this city yet. Go ahead.
I will go straight to the barkeeper and ask for 6 rooms for the night.
All right. He tells you 12. Let's see, it'd be 1 gold and 2 silver.
I actually had an idea for my own sleeping arrangements.
Well, what's that?
I need to go pay a visit to the temple, and I can sleep free there.
That is true.
Do you want to tell me that then? Then.
We're not metagaming at all, are we, folks?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's just upping and paying for rooms. I was gonna get the
Yeah.
girl a room, like, you know, get her set up. I didn't say all of us.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it would just be for you anyway. But so what are we doing? We getting 6 rooms in?
Yeah, and then I guess he can go refund his then. So yeah. Yeah, I'll get 6 rooms.
All right. So yeah, he tells you gold and 2 silver. And
Okay.
you guys kind of settle in at the end there, and she's kind of cheery a little bit, being inside a tavern. Like she feels like she's at home here in this atmosphere.
What's
So,
the
I-
general atmosphere of the tavern itself? Is it bustling?
As it gets later into the evening, yes, the watches have been switching. A lot of patrolmen coming in, getting a brew, getting off work. A lot of people finishing up, closing up their shops or what have you, and also turning in. So yeah, it's a good mix of mid-class to upper class in here. And then there's also the
Can I
lower class who are just kind of sneaking in here to.
Can I see if I can play? Can I ask the barkeep if I can
Sure,
have
sure.
a little show?
Sure, if you like.
All right.
He points to
I'm sure you won't
a
be
stage they
disappointed.
do have. They do have a stage here because bards have been known to perform at this location. Go ahead and set up on a stage. Nobody's using it tonight. And the girl kind of pats you on the arm. It's like points at herself and points at the stage and then points at you.
I'm gonna hand her another parchment quill, or hand it back to her.
She just writes down, "Want me to join you on the stage?"
I'll
Please
ask
say yes.
what
It's
she
got to
plays.
be a mute bard or something. This is gonna be great.
I'll ask what can she play.
She points at her violin case. And she opens it up and shows you a violin. It seems to be made out of black walnut and very fine strings going down it, and a bow made out of black licorice type material. And she kind of points at it, like kind of offering that, and she like puts it up to her chin and starts strumming, and it's just testing the tune. You hear the na 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 na, similar to what a violin sounds like, and she's actually pretty good. And then she stops and says, points at herself, and then points back at you and points at the stage.
Then I'll start walking towards the stage and just give like a come on wave.
She jumps up and down, walks up to the stage, and prepares to perform with you. So with that, I will allow you. No,
I was gonna say also, as we're going, can I get her name? If she writes it on the parchment?
yes, you can. And let me figure out what I wrote. She writes down the name Lindsee. Lindsay.
Her last name's not Sterling, is it?
No, but she didn't tell you that
Okay.
yet.
She didn't tell me her last name.
Do you want her last name? Do you ask for it? I mean, she just puts her name down. Lindsay.
Sure, why not?
Alright, she tells you her last name is Starfarer.
Okay.
I will not lie, I was inspired by Lindsay Sterling.
So until I wait for her to come up on the stage.
She hops
So I get
happily
up.
and starts dancing around a little bit as she starts strumming the string, and she plays a chord across the violin, and all of a sudden you feel bardic inspiration. Give yourself a d6 on your performance.
Could I do the same for her?
You sure can. So the two of you kind of inspire each other, and you feel this energy just kind of given into you. And with that, I will allow you to perform. So roll your performance also with advantage, since she is technically helping you.
I would like to just know, for the stage we're on,
Mm-hmm.
how big is the stage? Is it like a platform?
It is a little platform, stands about 3 inches off the ground. Goes about, I would say about 10 feet. And then it's like 5 feet, and then there's the wall behind you. Like, its long way is about 10 feet, 5 feet, and then the wall. I mean, it's got a little bit of room for you, but, you know, it's still kind of small.
Ooh, okay. Then I am going to give just a little preliminary to the crowd saying, all right, for anyone who wants to hear a amazing performance from my co-star Lindsay Starfarer and myself, Apollo Vega, we'll be playing for you in a duet. And I'm going to put my hand onto the platform and cast light on it.
All right.
So that way, behind us and below us, it glows. And then we'll start the performance.
And because I like her music. And she starts sawing away against the bowstrings, and the violin starts playing to the beat that you start with her. And the two of you start making music and filling the room with an atmosphere fit for jovial entertainment. With that, I will have you roll performance with advantage.
Yay.
I'm going to get
You know,
copyright strike.
Just so I can do this. Or just because I can. Gonna add a d6 to that. So 25. Oh.
No, don't worry about it. I'm doing her roll too. There you go. That was the advantage I forgot to give her. She
So
gets
18 for her, 25 for me.
she gets a 28.
Oh.
So the two of you are just tearing up this performance. Everybody's kind of getting into it. Like, yeah, that's some good music there. And she's just dancing away and just kind of hopping around you as you're playing along with her. The blade, the bow's just blazing around that bowstring as she's just fiddling her fingers up and down the arc of that. And the two of you are just getting this melody out. And yeah, you guys are putting on such a well performance. You, like, if you were to put out a hat, which I assume you would do, or something.
Let me see.
Can I go ahead and pause the awkwardness there and just have her set her violin case at the front of the stage?
Yeah.
What do
I
you-
mean, you can do that.
Oh wait, what did you do?
I was
He was
asking if
her
that'd be-
violin.
Oh yeah, her
case.
violin case is
Right.
right there open. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of fans who are like really into it, and they're throwing coins up there into the violin case, and she's just smiling. And the more that the coins coming in, her smile gets bigger and warmer, and very inviting as she kind of puts on this performance with you. And the two of you just kind of keep up with this beat, and it's just back and forth between the two of you, and it just keeps melting into each other's tune and beat, and the whole place is just loving it. You walk away after performing for about an hour. About 175 gold pieces.
Oh.
Like, it's mixed in with silver and copper, but overall, that's about how much you brought in. And if you were to go ahead and convert it, which I'll go ahead and allow you to do, you guys bring in a good sum there. You guys rolled high on
Then-
my gold list too.
Then I will split it and give her the difference.
How much is that? What did I tell you?
So 172. That's 172.
Yeah, all right.
So that would be 86 gold for both of us.
She smiles happily and holds the gold and is like, yay, you know, just got that happy feeling to her, and she's just quietly looking at you like, good job. Puts a thumb out and smiles and bows to everybody who's like clapping loudly as you guys finish your performance.
And I'll bow with her. And I'll give her a nice big hug. And I'll tell it to the crowd. This has been our performance. I hope you enjoyed. We'll possibly be back again sometime, sooner or later. Have a good night, folks.
And she bounces
Walk
and
off.
waves, and then everybody gives you all a loud cheer. And yeah, wow, that actually turned out better than I thought it would. Nice, that was good. That was good. So
That
yeah,
was
you.
pretty. That was good. I like that.
Yep. So yeah, she's kind of rejoining you guys, and the barmaid comes over. Here you go, everybody, and she puts down free drinks for everybody. Noticing that you're all with those two, free drinks tonight on us. So just let us know.
I'm gonna have a lot of tea.
Oh, tea for you. I'm sorry. Let me go back and get you some tea. So yeah, she'll bring you some tea.
And while you're back there, since it's free, the strongest fire water.
Fire water it is, she says, and she walks back there and gets some fire water for you. Lindsay kind of like points to the dwarf. It says, points to herself, and the barmaid's like, "What's wrong with her?"
I think she wants tea as well.
Yeah,
She shakes
likes
her
the
head.
tea,
Yes,
please.
she shakes her head violently. Yes. And she's like, "Oh, okay, not a problem." She's kind of questioning why she's so quiet, but she walks off and goes get the tea for the two of you and the rest of all the drinks. Yes, this dwarf does not drink.
Twitch chat wondering why I'm getting tea.
Imberk, our fellow resident here, he's like, the dwarf doesn't drink. So
Yeah,
yeah.
the perfect opportunity to feed him drunk.
So yeah, wow, the two of you did a great performance. You have a couple of noble people kind of walk up to the two of you. That was a really good sound there. That sounded really nice. Like, do you all do like maybe private balls or whatnot? Like, I had planned on doing a noble shindig to have some nobles over for a party. Would you guys be inclined in performing by chance?
Do I recognize
Oh.
any of those nobles?
Make an investigation or perception. Sorry. If
The
it-
answer is no.
The answer is no, but I will say this. Like, the ideal that it might be who you think it is, you can't quite make it out. It seems like maybe he has the same voice, but he definitely doesn't look like him. But then again, all these nobles sound snobbish, so your thought process is kind of clouded on that notion. But yes, this shindig would be really nice if you all come up and perform.
I give a look to Lindsay and I'll ask her, do you want to?
No, I haven't
think
got
she
a
would
hold of him.
still
I
probably
apologize,
have-
guys. 1 second. No, I haven't got a hold of him. Why?
Well, you need to.
I'll get a hold. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll do that here after this. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So I'll ask Lindsay, do you want to perform with this?
She kind of gives you a thinking thought look, like she's thinking about it. And it's like, and then she remembers she gave her parchment earlier. She's like writing down now, and she's like saying, "Well, the rest of my crew who was with me previously are gone, so it would probably be a good idea for me to find a new act."
Well, I don't. As far as performing, I can't, use an instrument, but I do have an idea.
Yeah, and she looks
Not
at you
giving them
thoughtfully.
pyrotechnics, please God.
No, not pyrotechnics.
Light show.
Apollo, do you have invisibility, correct?
I do.
Cast it on yourself next time you perform.
I'll think about that. So I'm just
I
gonna
asked,
look at what she
as
said.
they are discussing, I asked the noble, excuse me, sir, but can you tell me what house you're from?
I'm sorry. Why is that any of your business, sir?
Well, if we do decide where to perform, I would like to go where we can go to.
And with the Atros. The Atros family.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
That's Atrois. But yes, do keep that in mind if you would be so kind to come out and perform for us. Tell you what.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say maybe I should give you directions to the manor, and you can let one of our staff know if you change your mind if you don't have an answer for me. But I must say that was a very fine performance from the two of you. Beautiful music, beautiful music. Touched my heart, it did. Like we do have like our own bands we hired from time to time, but I think a unique act like the two of you just now would be perfect. And he hands you a little note stating the address of a manor that is in the north side of town. It's technically outside the north gate. There's like a mansion where this location is that he's kind of pointed out for you.
What time would this be going on?
Oh, it'd probably be with one of the weekends of sorts. We haven't picked a date yet, but there's a gala that we're trying to plan out. So within a week or two, perhaps.
Okay. My partner and I will definitely get back to you.
And she smiles, nodding to your comment. Oh, she's awfully quiet. Ma'am, your names. I should really get your names. What's your name, little lady? And she just kind of like... I can't talk.
I'm sorry. She lets me speak for her. Her name is Lindsay Starfair. Myself is
yes.
Vega.
Apollo Vega, Lindsay Starfair. That sounds spiffy. You two have really nice names. Definitely keep that in mind. Well then, I bet you adieu.
Have a good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. And yeah, you occasionally get a couple of people, especially like common folk, coming up there, patting you, shaking your hand and everything. Like, that was really good music, really good music. So yeah, you get these random interruptions as you're all starting to talk. But now that things are kind of quieted down, dinner's kind of presented to you as well. You guys have drink, you have meal, you have rooms, and you're now left to your own devices at this point to talk about maybe the company. And
DM,
maybe even this
it doesn't
other
have to be
situation.
now.
What's
It doesn't have to be now, but if I can get the information for that card.
From what?
from the card that he gave me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, yeah, it won't be now because it's just basic information leading to an address north of Tynet Kingdom to a mansion that's you could just put, like, the family. Atros family. Mansion directions.
Will do. Alright. That's all I need to know.
Yep. And I'll put that in my notes as well. So, yeah. Damn, that was really good. Even I'm impressed. So, conversation. What are we talking about?
So now that stuff has quieted down a little bit, can we start discussing the forming of a possible company?
Is everybody here?
I mean, I'm here. I
Um,
don't know
I'm here.
who else.
I'm here.
Okay. I also want to put it out there. Do you guys want to take a quick little break? If you need it?
Yes, please.
Yeah, because we've been
We're
going
2
for...
hours in.
Yeah,
some change.
we're at 2 and some change here. So what we're going to do, 5 minutes. Alright? 5-minute break.
See y'all in 5.
Alright. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and leave the stream running, of course. But yeah, we're on break for about 5 minutes. Get you a drink, use the restroom, use the facilities as you see fit. I
Hey.
will...
I got a question, real quick.
Yes.
On level up, I can change a spell. If I choose not to change a spell, can I change a meta magic on level up?
I think you can, can't you? Like I
It
don't,
doesn't
I don't, I
expressly
don't.
say it, but
I think you might be locked into it too, though. Now I think about it. We can definitely look at that while we're doing that. That's another thing we're going to be doing when we come back from break. We will be leveling up after you have a long rest. So as long as nothing strenuous happens within the next couple hours, like a bar fight, you should be safe.
I'm AFK for a bit.
All right, yeah. Take a break. 5 minutes. Let's see here.
Damn, can I sort of use this time to, I guess speed up the process of trying to get to know Lindsay a little bit more? Like, is she like an actually true bard?
Well, you definitely get the feel that she is a bard because she was able to inspire you, which is something that bards only do. You do get that sensation that there's something enchanting about her music. If you want to talk to her, yeah, you could definitely. Let's wait till we start back up, but we'll definitely make that a scene because she is a character I have recently kind of felt like I wanted her portrayed in the world. Now, as far as the meta magic goes, you do have 2 options already, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not wanting to get a third. I'm just wanting to switch one out for a level.
Which one are you? Tell me what you got right now, because I think I've only seen.
I have careful. I used that with Leo that one time.
Mm-hmm. And you
And
used
I
Quicken
have
earlier.
Quicken.
Well,
Yeah.
according to this,
I used Quicken about 10 times.
Yeah. So basically, you gain 2 of the following meta magic options of your choice. You gain another one at 10 and 17. So it doesn't say you can swap
Okay.
them out. So you're kind of stuck there.
Okay.
Be quite honest, I think those are probably the better ones anyway, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about going twin for a level.
Because when 3 fire bolts isn't enough,
Yeah.
fire
Well,
rays.
6.
All right.
So I gotta say, a mute bard,
Like that?
pretty good one.
Like that? I like that. Oh. And I like Lindsay Sterling, so it works.
Yeah, just watch those copyright strikes, I guess.
I know, I'm like, I hope not, because we did kind of talk over it. But if that happens, it was worth it.
I mean, at least you know now. I mean, if you do. So.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I'm definitely wondering how much I can get away with, and I don't mean it in a bad way.
Well, and I hate to be like a dick or anything, but it's not like you have, 5,000 people watching looking for mistakes either.
Absolutely. That is true. But if everybody who's watching now refers a friend and say, come watch these guys because they got an awesome storyline to share, who knows? Maybe we'll grow from there.
Yeah,
But,
we can all hope.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're currently on break right now. People are using the restroom facilities. Gee, Chad, if you have anything you want to ask about the campaign or anything while we're kind of waiting for everybody to get back, now's a good time to talk.
One more thing about spells, just
Yeah.
like on level up, I can switch a cantrip though, right?
Yeah, I would say you can.
Okay.
I ain't got no problem with that.
All right, I'm back. What'd I miss?
Not much. Is everybody back now?
Me trying to figure out what the extent of spell swapping is.
Alright, so I think we're waiting on Apollo to get back.
Okay, let's start.
No, Ember, these are Atrios, A-T-R, and I don't even know who you're talking about in Tynak. But just a little clue for you is that alright, so basically I don't know who this Trios family is. They were... Oh, did I say Tynak a second ago? I meant Timor. I don't think I said Tynak. I'm pretty sure I said Timor. Yeah, they have a mansion north of Timor Kingdom. If I said Tynak, that's my bad.
I think you did say that the Tynak one of the times.
Yeah, I could have slipped. I can definitely see that happening. So yeah. That's not where they're at. That's a little ways away. That's an option too, but still, that's a little ways away. But
Need some different names for your continents, not so close together.
nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm just afraid what would happen if our party did meet the other party, because I don't know how I'd play Borden and Gideon.
Well, I'm gonna avoid that as much as possible, unless you guys start metagaming to a
Specifically
point to
hunt
where,
them out.
like, if you start metagaming like a mofo, then that might be a problem.
There's a real quick way to fix that too.
Yeah, I'll just
Cracker
kill.
attack as we sail across.
Yeah, I'll just. Well, yeah. There's still that aboleth somewhere.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Think we're still waiting on Apollo. Unless you're back.
Nope, I am here.
Alright, so everybody's accounted for? Leo, you're here, right?
Yep.
Oscar?
Yeah.
Alright. Borden? I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. And Zeret's here, alright. So 5-minute break is over. I'll erase that. So yeah. Alright, so do you guys want to discuss about the company building, or should we cut to the cutscene real quick with Lindsay?
I figure get Lindsay out of the way first, because the company thing's probably going to take a hot second.
Probably. Alright, so yeah, you guys are having this little, you're having a meal and everything, and she's kind of fitting in kind of warmly with you guys because, hey, this is cool. You guys were able to pull off that performance. All these people are still giving praises off and on. That was really good. You guys going to do a second number anytime soon? Hey, that'd be great if you did. And stuff like that keeps getting chanted around the tavern. And she's kind of just shyly putting her hands out in front of her, just like, no, that's it for tonight. Or, just getting that sense that she's done.
She's probably blushing at this point because
Yeah.
she's probably haven't done this well, I'd imagine, in a while, or since her accident with the group.
Yeah, it's the first good thing that's happened to her in a while from the looks of it.
And this is why Borden doesn't drink, because if people kept asking for performances, I might get up there and do a dwarvish interpretive dance.
We need to feed it drunk now.
Spike his
The
tea.
answer is, you spike my tea, and I'm probably going to act the same way as if you tried to poison me.
Oh, mercy. So, what do you want to do with Lindsay sitting here next to you? Like, are you asking her questions or?
Yeah, I would like to ask her. So, what college have you gone to learn your musical acts?
She kind of thinks for a moment, and she shrugs.
Did you learn this on your own, with friends, your parents?
She kind of nods gently, like a kind of jittery nod, not like she was fully answering it yet, but she's like, then she kind of went into it. Fortunately, you cannot see the way I'm nodding, so it's kind of hard to describe it.
I could probably imagine it.
Yeah, like it was a slow nod at first, and then it kind of sped up a little.
You've got a gift.
Okay.
That's for sure.
Yeah, she kind of motions from her chin out towards you in a thank you motion.
But can you only play the violin? Do you know anything else?
She kind of thinks for a minute. She's like, well, she writes down on a piece of paper in front of her. She's like, I have never really thought about anything else. I mean, I could always try.
Cause yeah, I played a few instruments. I mostly play the flute, but I also like to play the drums and the lute also. I've never actually thought about playing violin. It's very harmonic, I'll tell you that.
She motions again.
Especially with how
Thank
you
you.
played.
Yeah. She motions again, thank you. And she's like, you were very good too, she writes down. And it was a lot of fun. I'm glad everybody enjoyed the performance. Everybody smiling and laughing made me smile.
Well, I'm very glad that, went very well. I kind of was surprised that, I'm not gonna lie. So on this performance at this person's manor, what's your thoughts on it? Would you want to practice something or create a piece?
She takes a moment, writes down, and she's like, yeah, that sounds like an ideal. Maybe if we can come up with some kind of composition or improve a different song. When she's just writing all kinds of stuff because she seems excited about this aspiration ideal. She's like telling you all kinds of songs that she can play. It's like, and certain renditions she can do with them, certain songs that she can really, like put a lot of emotion into, that she feels like would be a good number to try, or just a lot of random thoughts that she's just bouncing off you, and it's like she's really excited about it as her paper quickly fills up with names of songs and all kinds of renditions.
DM, I'll also like to ask, what race is she? Like, is she?
She's human. She looks human. She's short girl, but she's definitely like full grown. But she's taller than a halfling. She just seems a little shorter for her size. She's very light as well. Like, you notice that she's very bouncy as far as her dance movements on the stage, so she's very light on her feet.
Have you ever thought about performing other than music? Like circus acting or magic or stuff like that?
She writes down, I was offered a chance at a circus once. And then there was also dancing for like a ballerina type scenario.
Okay. Paula gives like a little nod, just looking at all the stuff she's, been writing down. What What's one thing that you want to get out of all this from performing?
I just want to see the world happy, is what she writes.
That's very pure, I would have to say.
Kind of shakes her head at that.
I like a little fun.
Mm-hmm.
But though I gotta ask on a more serious note, so I guess since you're not with a, I guess your old group anymore, would you want to join our group? We travel around a fair bit. I like to play when I can. I've never had a band per se.
She writes out, I don't want to be a bother, but if it was okay. I mean, I know you. She kind of like, she's lost on, like, if she. I'm trying to decide whether or not she realizes that you're all kind of like an adventuring type group. Then again, you did go to the adventure guild, so yeah, that would make sense. Alright, so yeah, she's like, I don't want to be a bother, but I would like to if that's possible. You guys did help me out a lot. But I don't have any fighting capabilities other than, you know, like, support. I could support at the most, I guess.
Well, I would definitely be for, especially with, you know, how you can play. Do you guys, would you be okay with this?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
I have no problem.
My only concern would be her safety with us. We've been in a few tight scrapes.
Exactly. So
She
I'm
can
fine
probably
if
sit by my side.
Lindsley tags along, but she has to be certain that she actually wants to.
She just simply writes down, I know my limitations.
Well, if anything, you can just stick by me, because usually I leave the big guys to do the up close and personal brawling, but that seems to be your talents seem to roll with me.
She
A
gives
lot
you
better.
she gives you a thumbs up.
All right, well, I guess there it is. Welcome to the group.
She claps her hands gently and smiles.
And speaking of the group, I mean, we don't even have a name yet. We're trying to think of that, I guess, right now. Also, would you have any suggestions?
She kind of looks thoughtful for now, and she shakes her head like she's not really sure.
Okay. Well, by the way, does anyone in the group have an idea so far? I mean, I've heard a couple. I
Yeah.
don't mind what her name is.
At this point, you guys are now free to discuss your company.
I like Against the Tide.
I'd kind of second that.
How about Covenant?
I'm trying to avoid things that make us sound like some kind of cabal of, you know, evildoers. We had Conclave was mentioned earlier outside of the stream. The Covenant.
I'll talk about it in character. You don't have to bring that outside stuff. Just kind of say what's on your character's mind.
Also, Dancing Lights I thought about. Specifically
Ooh.
for Leo and Borden, because Leo is about light, so there's the light, and then Borden's about the wind. So then, if there's light on the wind, you've got some dancing lights right there. But I wasn't quite sure how to fit in the rest of you guys.
I really like that, and I'll ask Lindsay if she likes that name.
She kind of claps her hands a little bit. It's like, sounds, got
How
this.
about drifting lights? Like
Yeah.
lights drifting in the wind.
going wherever it takes them.
That's sort of like dancing lights.
What's that?
That's sort of like dancing lights. Oh no, there's just something about it that just.
Oh, and I just thought dancing, the bards, now that we got 2 of them, they make people dance with their beautiful music.
And you guys shine the light, especially with your holy divinity. I know that.
And plenty of fire.
Might want to keep
I
the
would-
fire in reserve when we mention the lights.
I definitely am down for this name. I love it.
Dancing lights doesn't sound bad to me.
Sure thing, it's fine by me.
Yeah, Lindsay writes down, what about Summer Night Breeze, or I don't know, something, never mind, me.
Well, I guess that's if everyone's good with it, I guess that'll be our name.
Alright, so what's the name we're picking?
The Dancing Lights.
The Dancing Lights. Alright, so with that, you guys been
I
debating
will tell
about.
Lindsay her contributions appreciated.
She still smiles and nods. She's like, dancing light. Shakes her head, yes. So, the group of Dancing Lights is being formed here tonight. And you guys managed to, I don't know, is there anything you want to do before bed? Like, now that you got all the existential, like, overactive stuff that needs to be taken care of, you're now kind of free to spend the night the rest of the way you want.
Are the shops still open?
Yeah, what time is it?
No, we're probably looking at about 7 in the evening. Most shops were probably closed by now. I'm gonna say it's
okay.
probably later than that, maybe 8 or 9. You did the performance, and then you guys had this long conversation, so it's probably about 8 to 9, somewhere in there.
I mean, I've got paperwork to go turn in, I guess.
All right. I mean, that doesn't
How
have to be
about-
done till the next morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like, sleep on it, think about it, if that's what you want, and then come back to me whenever.
Could Lindsay and I see if there's a, I guess a musician's shop around?
Just close,
Yeah,
you just said.
Yeah, there's. You can definitely check into that. Like, you want to go out in a night street and look for it, or what?
Yeah, just to see if one is open. And know the location for the morning.
Make an investigation. And since Lindsay's kinda helping you, I'll let you roll with advantage. Alright, so yeah, you two kind of.
You know me?
Ow! I tell them I need this time here, and they interrupt me anyway. Pardon me for one quick second. So yeah, after spending about maybe an hour or so, you find a music shop. Let's see here, what shall we call this lovely establishment? I might have one written down. Let me double check real quick. Blarney's Instruments. Instrumental.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does it seem like a fairly large place?
from the looks of this place, it looks kind of mediocre. It's not super fancy. It doesn't look like it has a lot of shelf items, but definitely has like certain items it might be like focused on, so it didn't need a lot of space to sell it. Then again, there is kind of like a grand floor that's way in the back where maybe you might find a piano or two.
Good
Okay.
luck
Just-
carrying one of those around.
Yeah, you want to carry one of them? But that's just from
stuff
look.
them in the back of holding.
Yeah, just so you know, you're kind of looking in through the night view, and you're kind of looking through the glass, and you kind of see different instruments variously, decorating around inside, and then just kind of notice the outline of a piano way in the back. But definitely looks like a place to explore during the daytime.
Okay, what was the name for the establishment?
Blarney's Instrumental.
Okay. Then I guess Lindsay and I will head back to the tavern and I guess retire for the night.
All right. So we got enough keys for everybody, is that right?
Yes, and I will start passing them out to everyone. Because I don't know as if I did that yet.
No, I don't think you
No,
did.
you didn't.
But what I would like is a perception check from Apollo before he returns.
Okay, perception.
About 2 blocks away, you hear a loud woman screaming. A loud scream from a woman, I guess you could say. And as you're kind of traveling along the road, you see several guards kind of going down an alleyway towards that direction. Lindsay kind of stays close to you, kind of worried from what she just heard.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make sure Lindsay is staying by my side. I'm gonna hold her, and I don't want her to get hurt, so I'm still gonna travel back to the tavern.
All right, so yeah, you heard that commotion, and now you made it back.
Hey guys, you found anything?
Yeah, we found a music shop. We can look at in the morning. There was a little, I guess, commotion somewhere. I saw some guards going to whatever it was, but as far as I know, we're all right. We're doing good.
Here's your room for the night.
Take the key, thank you. I'm pretty sure Lindsay has her own room.
Yeah, and I will give her another key.
All right. So everybody gets their room. Like I said, anything else in the proper area? If there's anything you want to do.
I would like to check my room for traps.
All right, let me get an investigation check from you. Your door is locked.
Well, I open it up then.
You open the door and there's a room. Completely empty and devoid of anything but the necessities.
Okay then, nice.
I mean, if somebody went through the trouble to actually trap your room, how would they know which one to trap since he gave you a random key is all I'm going to say. By the way, Oscar, you step on a rune and blow up. You are now taking fire damage. No, just kidding.
Okay.
Apparently this was the wrong room. No, I kid. So, yeah, so anybody doing any activities inside before we close out for the night?
I'll make my visit to the temple tomorrow. Get an early start.
Alright. So what we're going to do now, everybody manages to fall into a night's sleep. And let's see, there's a couple people who can interact with the dream. Let me think. Is there anything that the two who are bound by a god want to discuss with their goddess?
Yeah, I'd like to share that we met Denio
Ooh.
and had a little scrap with Minerva, Medea, and an unknown assailant.
All right. And what about Borden? Not
Nothing in particular to discuss. Just expressing thanks for the aid given at the dragon destroyed camp.
All right. So as everybody else drifts off to sleep, Leo, you find yourself waking up in a flower-filled grove. Several white lilies surround your being. You look up and you see this woman dressed in white. You know her, and she's playing a harp as you wake up. Ah, my champion. What news have you for me?
We met Danio. He was trapped in the God of Darkness's temple for 10 years. He said he knew Lyndall and they were friends.
He's finally free. And you see this look of it's hard to say. It's like a exclamation of profoundness that she's happy this event happened.
Who is he? What is he?
He is part of a prophecy that has been once fulfilled. He is... No, I cannot go over it now.
Is he trustworthy?
And for the first time, you feel a soft sigh of, I don't know if I should say he's trustworthy kind of vibe from her, but she's like, if you're on his good side, yes, he's very trustworthy. But he does have a temper about him. I think he gets that from his dad.
Who's his dad?
Oh dear, I said too much. You had other information.
Yeah, we got into a scrap with Minerva again. She seems to be taking interest in our party. Her and Medea, this like shadowy monk, and then there was another character with them.
I see. Well, I'm glad you're doing okay, child. I shall send you back now. And if you have need of me, we can talk more another night. Blessings upon you for the words that you have given to me. For not all of your news was bad.
Do you have any objectives for me?
Just keep a close eye. I think we're closer than we need to be. This Minerva might be the key to what we're looking for.
Very well.
If you do engage in conversation with her, treat her kindly, and maybe kindness will turn a key for you. Other than that, the darkness clouds my vision. I cannot see beyond that. Go, my champion. I send you back to the world, and with that, you're swept underneath the lilies, through the dirt, back into your body, and now you're still deep in a sleep. You wake up for a moment, realizing the dream took place, and then you're like, okay, going back to bed. Everybody else gets to go to sleep. Nothing happens. And the next morning comes around, and as promised, you are now able to advance to the next level as you complete another story plot. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to ask first off, is anybody going to roll HP?
Yep.
Alright, so my people who are rolling their HP dice, let me go ahead and get some rolls from you so you can level up. And when you roll, just state what class you are.
Dice, don't let me down.
Alright. Ooh, Borden.
That's,
Yeah,
well,
could be worse.
definitely could be.
Could have been average. I would have just thrown a dice. Oh, now you still have to roll it. There you go. Everybody else take an average, or what are we doing?
I'll take an average.
Alright. Leo, take an average?
Take an average.
Alright, everybody else chickened out. So, yeah, we're going to spend the next couple of minutes getting new stats locked in. Get your stuff figured out for level 5. 5, right?
Yes, this will be 5.
So
Yes.
we'll have some multi-attacks on our paladin.
Not yet. I'm fighter 1, paladin 4 now.
Huh.
So I did take the dual wielder feat. So now I can wield 2 one-hand weapons. So I do get 2 attacks, technically,
Nice.
if I use my bonus action for that.
That sounds... Well, what else are you going to use it for, right?
Yeah, I
Alright.
haven't got much.
I'm going to take a quick minute to check on some things in the front room where I'm at, and you guys go ahead and spend some time leveling up. And then when I get back, we'll do a quick narrative into the morning. We'll try to get the day started, and then we might call it a little bit after that, so I can kind of plot out where we want to go. So be thinking about things you want to do, and we do have to do the Adventures Guild thing. Priority 1. So we'll do that first. So I'll be right back.
I have a question back, so.
Alright, I'll be ready when I get back. Be right back. Oh, I'm gonna need my phone here.
On a side note, Scalici,
Yes.
your microphone is a little quiet on my side, and I can't turn you up any higher. Are you moving away from your microphone sometimes, or?
No, I'm staying in front of it. My mouth is about 6 inches from it. I have a cardioid mic, so it's not a headset. I can turn up the gain just a little bit.
Oh, it's just if it's just me, then don't.
Is that better?
Way better.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure if it counts for the rest of the guys as well.
Oh yeah, it turns out my overall voice. Oh, I'm so happy I get level 3 spells now. Yes.
Ah, well, I branched off into a ranger.
What spells are you picking up, Apollo?
I might take Liamon's tiny hut.
I already have it if you don't want to.
Oh, you have it already?
Yeah, it's a ritual cast.
I am back. Anything about leveling up we need to talk about?
I off-spec'd into a ranger, so I popped my extra proficiency into insight, and that's it.
Alright. Taking that ranger advice, huh?
Yes, well, Bard is also interesting, but I would want to look into that a little bit more, so that's maybe for another character sometime.
Yeah, Bard is pretty good. All around. Everywhere. Alright, so... I'm taking it everybody's got their level up figured out now, right? Or anything we need to talk about?
I'm good as far as I know.
Alright.
I got a
Alright,
couple of questions.
ask away.
I sent you a wall of water, and like, can I manipulate sections of the water, and can I move it?
Wait, what's the spell?
Wall of water.
What's it out of?
Xanathar.
I don't know. Let me look at it. See, what level is it?
3.
Wall of water. Okay. Well, I should just be able to put up here. How's chat doing? Everybody doing alright out there? We're just taking another quick break here to level up. So you create a wall of water on the ground at the point you can see within range. You can make the wall up to 30 feet long, 10 feet high, and 1 foot thick. Or you can make a ringed wall of 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. Wall vanishes when the spell ends. The wall space is difficult terrain. What are you guys going to do with it?
Can I move it? And can I like cut out a section of it?
Any ranged weapon attacks? I'm going to say no because it's kind of like hollow ground for Oberon. Once you place it, that's where it's at because it becomes difficult terrain. And yeah. Cheap spell component, I must say.
Yeah, a drop of water to make a 10-foot by 30 feet wall.
Too bad that water disappears when the spell hits. Otherwise, that'd be a great way to produce water, I guess. But there's also a spell for that. Alright, any other questions or anything we need to discuss? Alright, no further questions. Everybody can wake...
I'm just plugging shit in.
Yep. You all wake up feeling restful, a lot better about the day. Definitely feel...
Right?
Yep. Feel energized and... Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Sun's out.
Star, you didn't check a PM I sent.
Is it in Discord? Oh. See, that's the thing. I wasn't looking at anything, you guys.
I don't want people on the stream sniping this, exactly.
Are you setting that up? Alright.
Spells are getting done, so...
Let me just get a dexterity check from you.
From all of us?
No, just from him. Borden owes me a dex check or something.
Dex for that? Dex seems weird, but...
Well, you're using your hands to do it. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so... Yeah, next morning comes up. As you all get up, I would like for everybody to make a perception check.
I see nothing.
You see stairs. Okay. So, yeah, everybody kind of walks out. Don't really pay any attention. There's nothing really, anything interesting that catches anybody's eye but Zareth. Zareth, you look down and you see a wire strung from one end of the doorway to the other.
From which door?
Your door you're walking out of, but you noticed it before stepping out?
Alright, I step over it.
Okay.
Where does the wire lead?
It wasn't leading anywhere, it's just going across the door.
Okay, I cut the wire with my knife.
Make a thieves tool.
That's clicked open.
Yeah, this is nothing new for you. You snap, and get it to where it don't snap into your face. So yeah, you managed to clip that off and perfectly fine. Alright, so yeah, you guys are now all coming down into the main corridor, main area. Maybe a few of you have already set out for breakfast. Free breakfast as well. They're offering you free breakfast for the performance last night. And the day is yours. What would you guys like to do?
Should we notify the Adventurers Guild of our new company and see if they have any jobs for us?
Yes, and after that, I would like to hunt down some friends of mine, childhood friends, see how they're doing.
So I plan on visiting the temple today.
I need to visit the Arcana here.
And I need to visit music shop with
Alright.
Lindsay.
Split the party?
Do we really want to split the party?
Go one at a time.
I mean, I got a lot of dice I can roll. Alright, no, first things first, though.
Okay, let's do this.
First things first, though, you do have to go to the Adventurers Guild. So after finishing up your breakfast, you all head to the Adventurers Guild. And same guy who's been kind of running the place from the night before is sipping a cup of coffee as he's going over some documents. And he noticed you all coming in. And he's like, oh, so did you guys get that all figured out now? Or are you just here
Yes,
to
we
turn
did.
in that form? Oh, okay. Well, then, very well. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
We would like to form a company.
Very well. Pulls out the company form paperwork that he has. So, what's our company name?
Dancing Lights.
Dancing Lights. Very interesting. So, Dancing Lights. Does that sound good? Dancing Lights, I have a mission for you. He's kind of testing it out. Does that come across right to you? I mean, I just want to make sure you're okay with the way it's coming out. Very well. Alright. And he goes through the form and kind of goes over like broad details and lawyer type stuff and everything, but he kind of informs you, don't worry, we have everything in your best interest. You'll definitely get a fair cut of every job that comes through, especially if you're getting them from us. But you're always welcome to enterprise on your own and get your own jobs from your own contacts. But while you're using our contacts, you will be, he goes over fees and prices and all that. And he carries on for about 10-15 minutes, and then he has long lines at the bottom of this document where each of you can sign your name. So, hands it over to Leo. Sir, if you would, just sign your name. And
I will do so.
Alright, and how do you sign it? Leo? Just Leo?
Just Leo.
Alright, tell you what. What I would like everybody to do in a little chat box, in the chat box, type out how you're going to put your name down on the document. And chat, I will make sure we take a note of this as we make a handout real quick. Let's see how honest everybody's going to be. Alright, so Leo uses all caps. Let's remember that.
Leo's excited.
Of course he is. Zareth, they're only going to put down Zareth, huh? Sorry, but this is like paranoia from the last campaign.
Or the Wednesdays.
No, I'm talking about the one before you guys. Sign names for the company contract. And we are known as Dancing Lights. Alright guys, congratulations. He waves his hands and confetti pops all over the area, and you hear little whistles up, like a little kazoo going off Congratulations! You are now the proud owners of the company known as the Dancing Lights. Was it plural?
Yes.
Dancing Lights. Alright, there you go. Dancing Lights. Well then, Dancing Lights. Is there any other business I could do for you today?
You got any jobs for us?
Let me
You
take
mentioned
a
a
look.
property.
Well, I did mention that. I will definitely keep that in mind. For right now, it's not totally cleared out yet. You guys did just sign on with me. By the way, I will need 100 gold to register this.
I'll hand over the 100.
Very well, very well. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Each and every one of you. You have done your city a service, and now the service of the city will be done unto you. Very well. Company orders. Let's see here. Let's see what we can get for you. And he's going through a folder that's next to his desk and everything. And he's like, well, there is a mission in the sewers. If you feel like going underneath, apparently there's a group of gnolls who are hiding out in there and causing all kinds of muck and mayhem and just keeping everything kind of out of distress down there. Let's see here. I have a convoy mission. If you feel like traveling abroad, off to the eastern lands or maybe even across the ocean to maybe the Tainak Kingdom or Parinthia if you like. These convoys are steady jobs that your company could take on to keep money flowing in. Just so you could figure out what kind of line of work you want to do next. Did get this recent job in. There's some talk about an ethereal bleed. There's been sightings of spiritual plane bleeding into the material world, and it's getting worse. There's been more ghostly ruins spotted nearby farms in the lands outside of the kingdom castle walls. Just a proper investigation and evaluation of the situation and how much distress it's causing the people in that direction would probably be all that is asked of you on that behalf. So, those are the current orders I have. Is there any of them that interest you?
Which one pays the most?
Probably a convoy, but that would take a lot longer to complete. However, the sewer mission could probably pull you... let me see how much of a trouble those gnolls are. And I would like for you just to roll me a persuasion check.
Who's rolling?
Leo said it, so Leo starts it. Very good. I will pay your company, or the city of Timor will pay your company 2,000 gold for clearing out gnolls. We need at least 10 pairs of ears that we're aware of. We know there's at least 10 down there. Could be more. So if you guys could dispatch that problem for us, bring back proof, then I'll be glad to reward you.
Can we get this amount down in writing, please, this time?
Yes, that would be very wise of you guys. How much did I just say? Because I was just bullshit. 2,000.
2,000.
2,000.
10,000 platinum.
10,000 No, I don't think that's what it was. 2,000 gold upon completion and bring it back at least 10 pairs of ears.
And if we bring back more, do we get 200 gold pieces more for each set of ears?
Consideration. I will not tell you that I will. It depends upon the kingdom. If you provide the service in an expedient manner that would definitely warrant such things as paying you extra for extra work achieved, it would still have to go through the proper channels for me to reward your company. However, it will be a lot faster process than being solo groups.
Can I see if he's honest?
You may make an insight check, yes. He seems very forthright with the information. He doesn't appear to be lying. It's just that he's kind of monotone because it seems like he says this a lot. So you definitely get the idea that everything he says, he's usually telling the truth.
Okay.
For
Then let's just hope that we strike lucky.
yes. So yes, which one would you like? The nose, you right? I'm writing this out for the nose.
Is that okay, party?
Yep, let's go for
Sure
it.
thing.
And this is in the sewers, correct?
Yes. And I just basically put a handout, not the actual, sheet that your character's looking at, but so that you can see it. So you should be able to see that in the journal, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
I think you misspelled Knoll, but that's beside the
I think I
point.
did too, but no.
2 L's.
Is it really?
Yeah, Gnoll.
God, that sounds so wrong.
It really does. It's why it struck me first. I was like, that doesn't look right, but it doesn't look right to start with.
All right. We could change that, and then no big deal. All right. So yeah. Still comes wrong on autocorrect anyway, so whatever.
No, take the. You know what? Screw it. That's fine.
Oh wait, I see what I did. Take the E off. Should have said the E was the problem. I mean, come on. Alright, there you go. Gosh, everybody picking on me. Alright, so what else? So we're looking at the sewer job, right? Is there anything else I could do for your company then? Dancing Lights.
You mentioned something about a property.
Like I
She said he
said-
would be working on that.
Yes, it'll be something
Okay.
that we'll work on in the near future. We'll definitely get that cleared out for you, and you'll have lodging soon. But this gold that you just paid will definitely help to get that process done quickly. So with that, Dancing Lights, I will leave you to. Also, I'll include directions to talk to certain guards who will give you the information to get into the sewers. And he fills out another piece of paper telling you who to talk to, where to find them. Simple stuff and locations, which I'll just say you'll already have that idea whenever it comes up for the sake of brevity, so we can get to some other things that you guys want to do, like shopping. Now, is there anything else I could do for you?
Not for me, thank you.
Alright, Dancing Lights, you are dismissed. We will see you around and hope for your mission success. And you guys are now free to leave. If you wish to stick together or if you wish to go take turns, up to you. If you split the party, I'll just have everybody roll an initiative and we'll just kind of go down the initiative order. So what's the ideal? We splitting everybody?
Well, Zereth would like to go alone.
Don't we all like have money in one? Like, doesn't Borden have all the money?
You,
I have all the money notated. We can distribute out a reasonable amount per person.
well, yeah, you can figure that out real quick if you'd like.
How much money you got there?
The party fund currently has 404 platinum.
I would like to buy a magical short sword.
What you would like to do and what you can do are two different things.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what the prices on those are.
Well, that requires interaction with the shops, which means you would have to be with whoever has the money.
We could sell off the silvered weapons and then have some more that we could then buy some magical weapons. They're not equal pricing, but it would at least help cover part of the cost.
Definitely.
And then we got some mundane weapons in the bag of holding as well that we can sell off.
Alright, so what's the first order of business? Anybody branching off, or are you guys staying together at this point?
Zareth was going alone. I had more of a social visit than anything at the temple I was going to do.
Lindsay and I were gonna go visit the musician shop.
Alright, everybody that's splitting up at this moment, go ahead and roll initiative. Make sure you click your token. Did Leo need to do anything on his own, or what?
Oh, I guess I was just gonna. Yeah, I
No.
can roll here.
I mean, if you had nothing planned, that's... But,
Well, I was gonna go to the a blacksmith and then magic shop.
yeah, I was thinking that might be a group effort.
Mhm.
So, I don't... Alright, you
If
guys
you're
are...
going to the magic shop, I'll just go with you.
So here's the deal.
Maybe first visit the
So let's take care of the group shopping first, and since Leo rolled highest on the initiative with Borden. So, yeah. You guys are going to go ahead and head to weapon shop, you said? Let's see what we got here. I'm pretty sure I wrote something down somewhere. By the way, you were staying at the Broken Tusk Inn, in case you needed to know.
Oh yeah, isn't that the place that I marked? There
Yes, it is. Yep, you go down the alley, you can see the little sun handprint you posted in yellow ink or paint. A little faded though, but still there. Let's see here. There's a general shop that I have, but I think you're looking for something instrumental in weapons. So let's see here. As you travel around, you kind of find this one dwarven shop known as the Steel Knights. And basically, you can definitely get the sense that they deal in a lot of metal. As you can hear clang, 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 and a lot of metal working taking place at this hour as you kind of approach. It's about 9 in the morning, and you guys kind of make your way here. A dwarf kind of comes out from behind the forge, noticing you guys. He's got black hair, black beady eyes. So, what can I get for you?
We got some stuff you might be interested in. Some metal weapons.
What? Sure you do. Show me what you got.
Alright, and then I'll pull out of the bag holding 5 great axes, 1 spear, 7 javelins, a shield.
Oh, slow down there, boy. Let's start with the small stuff here. Some shoddy
So much.
So much. God damn. So, what do we got here again? Start with the great axes, or whatever these things are supposed to be called. He's pointing at the great axes that look like shit to him.
5 great axes.
So 5 great. Let's see. Marvin, get in here. I need you to help me count this shit. Another stout dwarf comes out. Oh my god, another venturing hall bringing junk mail over. Fine. Let me see what we got. Oh, these great axes. How much do they go again? Let's see.
30. But they're probably shit, so probably like 10 or something.
Yeah. So 10 of them. 10 gold for 7. So yeah, 70 gold for these. All right, and let's see what else you got.
1 spear.
Just 1. You sure you don't have 10
Just
more?
Nope.
Alright, so...
Apparently, orcs like axes.
Apparently, they do love their axes, but these things are shit. So, let's see here. I'll give you 5 silver for the spear. And that's being generous.
And then 7 javelins.
Jesus Christ, javelins. What the hell's wrong with this place? Alright, let's see here, javelins. Marcus! How much for these damn javelins? Are they wood or metal? I don't know. Tink, tink, tink. They're solid. How about that? Jeez, not much. 1 silver for those.
For all 7 of them?
7 silver altogether.
And then a shield.
Oh, shield. Now that's more like it. That's something I can get myself literally behind. Let's see, how much are shields? They're on a different page. I'll give you 5 gold for the shield. Alright, now what else you got for me?
A longsword.
Jesus, where do you get adventurers? What do I know? Longsword, huh? Yeah, yes. Marvin, how much for a longsword? Offer him 6 for it. 6 gold it is. 6 gold for the longsword.
How about a silvered longsword?
Ah, that's different. Silver. Let me take a look at it. And you hand it over to him?
Yep.
I give you about 100 gold for that. Looks like it's in decent condition. Is there anything else?
Zareth, did you want to throw in your weapons here?
Yes, I have 2 silver short swords, 2 short swords that I would like to add in as well.
Silver short swords, huh? Give you 65 gold each for the swords. Silver. And then you just have what? What else did you have for me?
2 normal short swords.
2 normal. Marvin, short swords, remind me. They're in the piece of shit pile. No, how much do we pay for them? Let me check my ledger. We haven't bought short swords since that one place ran out. Yeah. Give him a minute, he takes a while. You can offer him a gold piece for it. Fine. 1 gold piece for the short swords. That's 2 gold pieces in total. Anything else?
Does anybody else have anything to sell?
Nope.
Okay, well that should do it.
Fine. Now, Marvin, get your ass over here and pick this shit up and put it back there, will you? God, fine. Be out there in a minute. Now, is there any other business you have?
Nope, that should do it. Well, do you sell magic weapons?
Usually we sell materials for magic weapons, but we don't sell them here. The Arcadium might be the place to look. Look for Relays Arcanium.
Alright, pleasure doing business.
Very well. Marvin, get this shit out of the front. That's cluttering everything. Damn adventurers just pulling out their bags of holding, dropping everything. Everything just like nitty gritty. And this kind of continues for a while. So, yeah, you guys managed to sell off all that. You got your price, right?
Yeah, I was adding up as we were going.
Alright. Yep, I got somewhere around at least 172 plus some silvers. Right?
It was all added up to 314 gold and 2 silvers.
Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot the 2 separate prices for the short swords. Alright, yeah, that's right. Alright, so with that business concluded, where to next, guys? Are we going to go to the Arcanium?
Magic shop, yeah.
To the magic shop.
Yep.
Just to let you guys know, I need to probably be done with this in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, you know what? We get there, I think we will call it at that point too. So we'll do that. So we'll basically try to get some of the shopping out of the way, and then we'll pick up from there next time. So we could probably go for.
You guys can go to the Arcanium and be done there, I guess.
All right. So
Unless you guys want to be done here. Continue at the Arcanium.
I can go for a while longer, but if other people have to back out, all good. We can pick up next week.
Well, for the moment I'm fine, but I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, so it would be best to say to stop here. Or I have to stop talking somewhere in
All
the
right.
middle, and it's kind
So-
of inconvenient.
let's go ahead and get the Arcadium out of the way, and then we'll call it. All right. So you guys managed to find your way to Relay's Arcanium. And as you walk in, there's a red-haired halfling who seems to be running this place. And he raises a finger as you enter, and a light spell kind of bursts, and then it fades. Like, oh, welcome. Damn it, didn't work. And he tries to do like a fire cantrip in his hand. And, no. Oh, well, come on in. Is there something I can get for you? So he kind of waddles back in. Welcome to my shop. This is Relay's Arcanium. My name is Redzed. I'm sorry, Rezard.
Nice to meet you, Rezard.
Yes, so, what can I get for you?
We're looking for a bunch of magical weapons.
Magical weapons. Okay, what kind are we looking for? And I'll start seeing if I got them.
Just +1 stuff.
Just semi-good brand then, huh? Let me see what we have. What type of weapon are we looking at?
2 short swords, 1 long sword, Leo.
A long sword, a mace.
Longsword, mace, short swords, I heard. Let's see here. I'm in my dwarf tone again, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm taking a minute here. I'm looking for the actual rarity so I can look this up.
They're all uncommon.
Did I not pull that over? I could have sworn I did that. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so yeah, he looks around. And I gotta also see if he actually has them. Alright, so let me do some rolls here. One to 3, he has it. 4, he does not. And this is for short sword 1. Okay, he has 1. Does he have 2? He has 2. Alright. For a mace, he has it. Well, he does not have a mace, but he does have a longsword.
How about a warhammer?
Warhammer? Let me take a look. Let me take a look, see if I have that. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to roll. Yeah, he does manage to find a warhammer. So basically, he tells you straight up, each of these items are going to cost 500 gold each.
Was the more shopping we got to do here? Oscar,
How about
did you
we
want
are
some?
on potions?
I need some scrolls.
I bet we could get a discount if we buy lots of things from him.
I have 2 bottles of potion if that helps.
No.
I have 2 potions as well.
This is a magic item shop, not an
Yeah.
I know,
apothecary.
but
Well,
someone
no,
mentioned-
I do buy magic items, especially potions. I mean, sure, you could go to a apothecary, but I could definitely look into buying them myself.
We were hoping if you were selling.
Oh, well, yeah, I do have a few potions I could probably sell. What are you needing?
Just some healing potions, I think, are always nice.
Yeah, I can definitely sell you some healing potions. He's got about Well, here's what I'm gonna do. We'll see how many he has. I'll go anywhere from 1 to 10. So I'll roll a d10 to see how many he has in stock. He has 8 of them. Why, yes, I just got a fresh shipment, especially from the apothecary. I have 8 potions of healing here. 50 gold each.
Do you have a belt that could make me stronger? As strong as a giant?
Haven't seen any of those in a long time, I'm afraid. Seems like you adventuring type might want to get stuff enchanted or maybe look in some dungeons and see if you can find something like that.
Yeah, that would be nice. But guys, are we good? Are we good on taking those 8 potions?
I don't think we need them.
I don't think we really need that many. I think 1 or 2, but that would be it.
Well, then I would just like 1 because I only have 1 in my inventory right now.
Alright, so give me a total here. What are we getting? What do you want? What can I put into your possession? I'm sorry?
I still need to get a couple scrolls.
Yes, scrolls. We can definitely look for those for you as well. What are we looking for?
Water breathing?
Water breathing, and he tosses a light cantrip up in the air and it bursts and he's like, damn it. Oh, water breathing. What level is that?
It's level 3.
$500 go for that as well.
And I would also like a level 1 unseen servant.
The level 1 was it? He tells you 100 go for that one.
Yeah. Okay, well, since I'm buying in both, how about 500 for both?
Well, tell
Since
me what
we're
all we're
buying
buying
some
so I can figure out how much is on the table. So you're wanting this scroll for how much did I tell you?
5 and 1.
5 and a 1, okay. And then you're wanting. Okay, we're just talking about the scrolls, right?
Yeah, just the 2 scrolls is 600 total.
Okay, then I will let you roll a persuasion check. Well, I'm trying to run a business here, and I'm afraid that I'm going to have to ask you for full price on these. Was there anything else you wanted?
Well, the magic
The weapons.
and the
Yeah.
healing potion.
Alright, so how much in total are we talking with all that added together?
And that
So
would be 2,050 gold.
Alright, so I will offer.
So,
Can I get a full price real quick? How many magic weapons are we getting in total?
4.
4.
4? I only heard
Two
3.
short
Getting
swords,
both short
a
swords?
long sword,
Oh, wait, yeah.
and a warhammer.
Yeah, that's right, because the mace wasn't there. But we replaced it with a warhammer. Alright.
The potions 50. The scrolls are 600 total.
Mm-hmm.
You're only getting 1 potion of healing. So what's the value there?
So that's a total of 2650.
2650. Now, if you guys want to persuade them down, one person.
Fennel, since
I
you're
probably
taking...
should.
Go ahead then.
Just saying, because.
Alright, go for it.
Alright, that's too good.
No pressure.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, that's not bad at all. So 2650. Hey, aren't you that bard that was performing the other night? You had that girl with the violin, was it? I happened to catch that performance at the end. That was pretty good. Tell you what.
Oh.
Did you guys put on such a good performance? I'll do one for you too. And you cast that light spell again. There we go. It worked. 2,300. How about that?
I will be very appreciated. Take it for that.
Well,
for that
excellent.
offer.
That was a beautiful performance, by the way. The young lady, I appreciated it. It sounded so beautiful. Touched my heart, it did. Touched my heart. And Lindsay just kind of smiles and nods from behind you.
She's really appreciative of your compliments.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. So, yes, 2,300. And if there any other business I could do for you, and go ahead and take your items.
That's my part of the show now, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Borden, I'll pitch in 50 platinum.
You have all of mine, so
You have all the money.
Pitching in 50 to the party fund. 230 plus the total price.
We're doing calculus now. Or we're doing accounting.
Net platinum in the group fund has been changed. All the items have been purchased.
Alright, guys. And with that, unless there's any other Arcanium business?
one final thing. Can I have 150 more gold from the funds?
Yes.
Okay, I will take that and then add 200 more of mine and give 350 for components to help, make the spells into my ritual book.
Okay, so to buy all the parchments and inks you would need in order
It is
to inscribe it.
350 total.
Alright, yeah. So he'll take the
And that's
350.
for 2 level 3 spells and a level 1 spell.
Alright, so as long as you got
And,
that all calculated, then yeah, he'll definitely hunt up all the parchment and inks necessary for it.
And I also need a small bead. Do you sell components?
Oh, absolutely. Tell me everything you need and I'll write
Oh,
it
I
down
hope
and I'll give you
so.
Yeah,
A small bead, a sack of straw,
yeah.
and I need
A what?
a piece of string with wood on it. So
Well, string with wood shouldn't be too hard to get and everything else. For all these components, it doesn't even cost you but maybe 5 silver.
okay.
Pretty much mundane items. Now, you didn't need bulk on any of those, did you?
No, they don't consume.
Alright. Just making sure. Yeah.
Just entered my mind there. I'm checking the rulings on it before I actually commit to asking about it.
What are you asking?
Ring of Mind Shielding. Uncommon.
Yeah.
Would they have one?
That's a good question. I will say 1d4. 1 will signify they do, everything else, no.
It's the same rarity as the weapons we bought.
I know, but I'm just trying to put some randomness into the stock, and no, he doesn't have one at this time.
Damn.
Yep. Like, weapons are commonplace as far as need, but a ring that especially has, like, special powers that I'm aware that you're trying to get could be less in demand, like, less, even though it's an uncommon item. Alright, anything else we need
That's
to
a
resolve?
shame.
I know.
I think that does it.
Alright. By the way, as you guys are walking out, Reginald appears.
Finally
Hello?
find him, huh?
He runs into you going into this hobbit shop. Hey, you found my brother's Arcanium. How are you guys doing?
We did one better than find the Arcanium. We found your dagger.
No way. Get out of town. Where's it at?
I will hand him his dagger.
Well, I'll be damned. I did not think I would actually see this again. Well, you guys did me a mighty fine service. What do I owe you?
Think you said 100 gold way back then?
If that's what I
don't
said,
really remember.
I will let you make a persuasion check to talk him into it.
persuasion.
I'm going to be helping since I was with the
Then go ahead and roll with advantage.
with them.
Inspire him first.
You're inspiring.
Do you want me to roll for it?
So
Or-
is that a D6?
Yeah, you probably got better.
Okay.
So whoever
Roll
wants
with advantage.
with advantage and inspiration. So go ahead and roll your persuasion.
Fucking a week and a half later, just about.
Nicely done. You give 100 gold, and he's like, you know what? It's worth it. You guys found this needle in a haystack, and my brother, he's a good man. Here's 100 gold. I appreciate it. Now I can make sure he gets. Yeah, you guys just go on. It's nice to see you again. I appreciate it. And that part of the story has been concluded finally.
I was totally convinced we were gonna find him dead in a ditch to bandit raid or something.
Shit. You never know. That could have been what you... But, yeah, everybody, that concludes our show for tonight, or today, whatever. We will be airing again Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central. So if you want to join us for our Aussie crew, who are on the other side of the world, in literally both in-game and on Discord, we will be doing the Tynak campaign then. Feel free to join our Discord if you like. Discord link should be in the main page. And to check out some more of our Dungeons and Dragons, just tune in every Sunday and Wednesday. I'm still thinking about that evil campaign on Friday nights. So if you guys have any input on that, I might be looking for players soon, or I might be setting that up. I don't know yet, but it's up in the air. Everybody have fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and enjoy your evening.
Yeah, everybody have a good day. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. So we will see you Wednesday night. Take care, guys.